This is your home for the Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.
Alford is going to hand it off to Cody Buck up the middle, lowers the shoulder into the end zone.
Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors. 48 years of Hayden tradition and excellence. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com.
Bergen going to set up Padgett nicely. Carr with his third rebound, kicks it to Talon Torres. Now Ryder and I going to try a mid-range jump shot, and that's good. Bailey Smith open it in the corner for three, up and in. Bergen goal from the four. He'll swing it out right side, looking for the corner, the end zone, and he will make it another Bulldog touchdown.
It's time for the Bulldogs on your home for Baldwin High School Athletics. Baldwin Sports Live.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back here to Baldwin City, Kansas, back in the friendly confines of the Doghouse as the Bulldogs get set to take on the Ottawa Cyclones in what is going to be a fun night of basketball here. The girls will play, and then the boys. So we welcome you here to the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Ryan Hilmer on the call, and we have a living legend in the building tonight. Mr. Bryce Kessler himself on the camera controls and the color commentary tonight. Bryce, it's been a while. How you doing, man?
Yeah, you think I can still remember how to do this?
Oh, yeah. You taught me everything you know, man. So
I'm excited to be back on the call.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun tonight. Should be a couple of good games here. The girls come in at 11-6. They lost last night in Eudora. Kind of got smacked around a little bit, 50-19, but they'll look to turn things around here tonight against an 8-9 Ottawa Cyclones team who's been struggling a little bit in their own right. Lost 7 straight games, but they've been dealing with a lot of injuries. They're going to have 4 or 5 really important girls for them out here tonight, and that's been their story here recently. But still at 8-9, a pretty good basketball team. They are 5-6 in the league, and Baldwin is 6-5 in the league. Their head coach, Matt Sherman, assistant coaches Vicki Jan and Ryan Ayers, the head coach for your Baldwin Bulldogs, Kara Rowland in her first year, and Chad Scobie and Bailey Bones are the assistant coaches. We're just getting started on the pregame show here tonight. We'll take a break and break down this game on the other side and then bring some keys to the game, starting lineups, then opening tip-off from Baldwin. Should be a fun night of basketball ahead of us as the Bulldogs host the Cyclones here tonight.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Back here in Baldwin City, the pregame show is brought to you by the Baldwin State Bank. Personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For 132 years now, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. First, let's take a look at the Bulldogs. They had a tough outing last night in Eudora. They got beat 50-19. That was coming off a game a week ago, though, last Friday in Wellsville. They put up a season-high 70 points. They beat the Wellsville Eagles 70-26. And then, like I said, last night, just did not shoot the ball very well. A tough shooting night. Their first made field goal didn't come till about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. So definitely a night that Baldwin's going to want to flush down the drain and start over fresh tonight. They also had 16 turnovers in that game. That's going to be one thing to keep an eye on, is Baldwin needs to keep the turnovers down and the possessions up in this game here tonight. There was not very many girls that had great nights, obviously. Nobody scored in double figures. Audrey Searle led the way with 5 points. Actually, Chloe Neufeld led the way with 6 points. And then Olivia Henry had 3. Shea Griffith had 3. Cammie Collum had 2. But overall, like I said, Baldwin going to flush that out. And tough playing on a back-to-back. But they're going to be ready to play here tonight against a pretty good Ottawa team. Like I mentioned, they got a couple of girls out. And a big one is number 32, Leah Askins-Diederich. She has been their leading scorer, averaging over 17 points per game, also leading the team in assists and steals. She's out tonight. She's been out for a few games, and that's really hurt Ottawa. And also a fellow freshman, Kirby Evans, is out. Lexi Likes will be out, and Olivia Walters, the last two there, a couple of seniors on Ottawa's squad. So they're a little shorthanded. They come into play at 8 and 9. They have lost 7 straight games, including their last game Monday at home against Spring Hill. 63-56 was the final score in that game. In terms of this series history between these two schools, go back to 2007. Baldwin leads the series 22-15, but Ottawa has won 4 straight matchups, including the first game this year earlier in February, where they beat Baldwin by 5 down in Ottawa, 48-43. Last time Baldwin beat Ottawa was 2023. And a couple of Bulldogs had some nice performances in that first matchup. Chloe Neufeld had 11 points. Shea Griffith hit a 3, had 9 points. Lauren Berg was big on the glass in that first matchup, had 13 rebounds. And then Searle chipped in 8. Peyton Wright had 11. So we'll see who steps up here tonight for the Bulldogs, trying to right the ship a little bit after losing last night in Eudora. They had won 2 straight games going into that Eudora game. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Let's go ahead and step aside again on the pregame show. On the other side, we'll bring you some keys to tonight's victory for the Bulldogs, and then the starting lineups and opening tip-off as we get you set here for the Bulldogs hosting the Cyclones on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. I should mention it's also senior night here tonight as the Dogs get ready to take on the Ottawa Cyclones. We'll pay homage to the three seniors on the Lady Bulldogs squad. They are Kyan Frost, Lauren Berg, and Kylie Montney. So we'll have the senior night presentation in between both of the varsity games. So that'll be about a 15 to 20 minute little program there. I'll shut up and turn up the crowd mic so you can enjoy that. But we'll look forward to that in between the girls and the boys game. Time now to take a look at some keys to the game tonight in terms of the girls. Feel free to jump in here if you want, Bryce. But number one, I got, like I mentioned, flushed last night out. It's a fresh start here tonight. I know you only put up 19 points. Just really struggled to shoot the ball. But tonight's a new night, and come out and push the pace, number two especially. I think, in terms of my opinion, Bryce, I think Baldwin plays much better when they get out and transition, get ahead of the defense a little bit. When they get into that half-court offense a little bit, they can become a bit stagnant, and then second chance points as well. That's something that has helped them out throughout this year, is they can get some offensive rebounds and some putbacks, and they've been pretty good this year in terms of points in the paint in that battle. But if there's anything else you can think of?
Yeah, well, you mentioned it earlier that Ottawa obviously a little bit shorthanded. Normally they're a team that's going to pressure Baldwin. They did that in this first matchup down in Ottawa. And so to me, coming in, I didn't realize when I showed up to the gym tonight how shorthanded Ottawa was going to be. For me, the key was going to be handle that pressure from Ottawa. I expected to see full court pressure like they did down there. Now that might change now because of the lack of depth maybe on the bench. They might not be able to play with as much defensive pressure. They might have to sit back and make it more of a half-court game, which I agree, that probably favors Baldwin because it does allow the Bulldogs to get out, push the pace, score in transition, because that was what they struggled with in that first matchup, was too many turnovers in that full court press, which led to easy buckets for Ottawa. Baldwin clawed their way back into a game that they trailed for the majority of the first half. They got the lead there in the second half and then could not hold on to it in the fourth quarter because they gave up too many easy buckets based on those turnovers that the full court pressure from Ottawa was able to force. So I don't think we're going to see quite as much of that tonight because of the injuries that Ottawa's dealing with. Diedrich being out is a huge loss for the Cyclones in this game. So if the Bulldogs can bounce back from the back-to-back, like you mentioned, having played last night, obviously was not the best performance for them last night. The good news is you get a chance to quickly erase that memory and put a good one in the memory bank tonight. So I do expect a better start for Baldwin in this game. And as you mentioned, push the pace, get some easy buckets early. That's going to go a long way to a victory tonight. Yeah, in terms of our point there and the transition points in that last matchup, Ottawa won it 12-3. Baldwin only 3 points in transition in that first matchup. And they also lost the points in the paint battle 30-18. And got out-rebounded by 10. So those are going to be three big things to watch tonight for Baldwin. They did force 23 turnovers from Ottawa, so their defense was very active. So we'll see how the Bulldogs come out and play it here tonight. In case you're interested, I'm going to go ahead and pop up the standings on the east side in Class 4A here. This is from last night, so it does not include the loss that Baldwin had. They are now at 11-6. But as I mentioned last night, these are some big games coming up here for Baldwin. They currently sit at number 9 in the standings there, and that means they're going to have to go on the road
the first round of Sub-State. 9 will go play 8, and right now that's Coffeyville, that's Field Kinley, and that's 3 hours south of here. So if they can end up winning a couple of these games, maybe Field Kinley drops a couple, then Baldwin will be able to host that first round Sub-State game. So keep an eye on that as we come down the stretch here. And just in case you're curious, I'll pop up the standings out west as well. I know Wellington has a really good squad at 15-1. Buhler there at 14-3. Clay Center and Clearwater are the top 4 teams out west right now in terms of the girls side in Class 4A. So that'll be fun to keep an eye on things here as we get down the stretch. I believe we're going to have the national anthem next, so we'll step aside and be back with the starting lineups on the other side. This is the Baldwin State Bank pregame show.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
All right, that was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem from a couple members of the Baldwin band over there. That segues us right into the starting lineups here tonight. Pop those up on your screen for you. You can tell it's a little bit different than if you're used to watching Ottawa a little bit. As I mentioned, got 4 or 5 girls even that if you count one of the Nichols that got hurt in volleyball, she's not playing. She was a really nice player for him last year. So they also replacing a couple of good players from last year in Foster Nichols and Emery Keebaugh, but they still got a good squad there. You can see they're starting 3 freshmen in the starting lineup along with a junior and a sophomore. We'll have I believe the same 5 starters as usual. It might be a little different here since it's senior night.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to start the seniors tonight.
Yep. So I didn't plug that in for you, but Kylie Montney is a senior, Lauren Berg, and Kyan Frost. So put Frost and Montney in that starting lineup.
It looks like they're going to be in the lineup for in the place of Searle and Wright tonight.
Okay, so a couple of the 2 sophomores going to be sitting to start this game. As mentioned, this is senior night, and it is an absolutely packed doghouse here tonight. It's going to be a great atmosphere for both games here. Got the boys game coming up later as well. Ottawa ranked number 1 in the state, undefeated, 17-0, and Baldwin at 15-2. It should be a fun one later tonight. But first, some action to take care of here in the girls' game. Still announcing the starters. Like I mentioned, in terms of this series history, Ottawa has won 4 straight games, including by 5 down in Ottawa. That was back, let's see here. That was back in January 14th. It's been a little over a month, and a little bit of a different looking Ottawa squad here, so we'll see how Baldwin comes out, plays it here tonight. The pregame show was brought to you by the Baldwin State Bank. The opening tip-off brought to us by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Get ready for the ultimate indoor golf experience as registration is now open for the Masters Golf Simulator Tournament. Here you go, Bryce. Signing up gets you 2 18-hole rounds on the simulator as well as an exclusive BCRC golf t-shirt. The tournament takes place from March 31st to April 13th. The fee is $40 per golfer, and the deadline for registration is March 14th. So don't wait. Go to baldwinrec.org for more information. You going to get in on that, Bryce?
Yeah, I'll take my 4 handicap and go compete in that.
There you go. All right, we are all set for basketball here this evening. Ottawa in their road blacks with the red and white trim. Baldwin in their home white uniforms with the purple trim. Will be going right to left on your screen. And here we go. Lauren Berg taps it back, but Ottawa takes the tip off. That's Natalie Price. Kicks it out. Ottawa will pull it out top and set something up. Glad you could join us tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. Ryan Hilmer alongside Bryce Kessler. We'll give it to Alexa Turner, one of those 3 freshmen in the starting lineup for Ottawa. Trying to get it off to another freshman, Hadley Watts. And now the 3rd freshman, Price.
Shot clock down to 3.
See if they can get a shot up. Doesn't look like anybody notices. And yeah, there you go.
Well, that's going to be something to watch, Ryan. Ottawa, if I'm not mistaken, they don't use the shot clock down in Ottawa. They didn't anyway the night when Baldwin was down there playing.
Yeah, that's right.
And so not only is it a team that maybe, of course on their home floor is not used to playing with the shot clock, that experimental rule this year where some schools are using it, some aren't. But you also, with all those injuries, you have lineups in there that aren't necessarily used to being out there a lot together either. Now, maybe the last couple of games they have been, but there's a lot of youth with that shot clock and all of that. So something that to keep an eye on tonight.
Neufeld knocked it away momentarily. Ottawa regains possession. Here's Natalie Price going to try a long one. That's no good. The rebound batted out of bounds by Baldwin. It's going to stay with the Cyclones. Ottawa comes into play at 8 and 9. They've lost 7 straight games. 5 of those 7 were by 9 or less. So they're playing some close games, not really getting blown out a lot, but haven't quite had enough to win some of these. That one's off the mark. Lauren Berg clears the rebound, and here comes Baldwin pushing it in transition. Chloe Neufeld stops at the block, kicks it out. Shea Griffith hit a 3 last night and hits one here tonight to get the scoring started for Baldwin.
And a great decision right there by Neufeld not to force that thing. She did a good job taking it to the basket. It wasn't there. She was able to kick it back out, find an open shooter in Griffith. Well done.
There's Lillian McCullough, number 4. Gets it right side. She'll try a long one. That is banked in off the glass. I think that was just a 2. Baldwin maintains that lead.
And we're not seeing the full court pressure from Ottawa that I'm sure if they were at full strength, we would be seeing tonight. So Baldwin had some turnover troubles in that game, first meeting with Ottawa. They can't afford to have those turnovers hit them again tonight without having to face that pressure. This should be a night where the Bulldogs are able to make the most of their possessions.
And Lauren Berg, nice move getting down the right side of the lane. Ended up bouncing kind of off her leg and out of bounds. So that's the first Baldwin turnover here tonight. Work it short corner and give it back to Natalie Price. A step back long range jumper, no good. Kyan Frost the rebound. Kyan, one of the 3 seniors here tonight on senior night. Neufeld takes it left side, will hand off to Berg. Nice spin back to the left hand, down the lane, couldn't finish. Here comes Ottawa.
Yeah, looked like a little contact there. Berg thought she got hit, didn't get the call though.
Nice defensive play there from Shea Griffith on the back end, knocks it out of bounds. Ottawa will maintain possession. Was Griffith's 8th made 3 of the year. She hasn't made a lot of them, but has made them in big moments. gave Baldwin their first lead tonight as right off the inbounds play, Ainsley Michelle, the junior, is fouled and will get a couple of free throws.
And they used every bit of the 5 seconds they had to inbound the ball right there, and just a lot of motion, a lot of movement. Baldwin just kind of lost her there as she slipped between two Bulldog defenders for that easy look on the inbound.
Foul was whistled against Lauren Berg. First personal, first team foul. Michelle hits the first shot, ties us up at 3.
And they need Berg to avoid another early foul here. You mentioned the rebounding prowess in that first matchup. She's already had a couple of rebounds here in this ball game already, so need to keep her on the floor as a force inside on the glass.
100%. She's leading the team in rebounding, 7.7 a game. Griffith has it in the corner. Work it up top to Neufeld. Gonna come off a Montney screen, and a good one. Gets down the lane, up with the left hand. Couldn't finish, but I think 2 shots coming.
Yeah, you mentioned the screen. Kylie Montney coming out and setting a nice hard screen right there to free up Chloe Neufeld. Chloe loves to attack. There's no doubt about it. And tonight, with some of the injuries with Ottawa, they don't have quite as much size in there. So an opportunity here tonight to free her up, give her some chances to attack, score at the basket, or get to the free throw line. Either way, get the basket, go early for Chloe, get some confidence up for her. Be a big boost for this team tonight.
Chloe's still leading the team in scoring, just under 10 points per game. Knocks down both the free throws. Not a great free throw shooting team altogether. Baldwin averaging 52% from the line, but Neufeld is the best free throw shooter on the squad at 63%. Gives Baldwin the lead back 5-3. Price going to come off a screen, bounces it to Michelle. Now she'll give it off. Emma Kane going to try one from outside. No good, but an offensive rebound and a second chance here for Ottawa. Work it back to Price up top, guarded by Griffith. Nice spin move, trying to bank one in. No good. Rebound still loose, and Neufeld tracks it down. Up ahead in transition, Shea Griffith with the right hand runner off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Audrey Searle in there ripping at it. Jump ball will keep possession with the Bulldogs.
So Baldwin with their traditional lineup now into the game. Wright and Searle have both replaced Frost and Montney, the seniors that got the start here on senior night. So see if the offensive rhythm gets back going here for the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Neufeld trying to inbound it, ends up turning it over. Here comes Ottawa, Alexa Turner, and that's taken away by Shea Griffith. Here she comes in transition. Down the right side of the lane, maybe a little bit out of control there, and Baldwin gives it right back. It's a good play defensively, though, by Griffith. Ripped that thing away. As Bryce mentioned, Baldwin struggled a little bit. 16 turnovers in the first matchup, but like I said, they did force 23 Ottawa turnovers. They've been active all year. Opponents averaging 17 turnovers a game, and there's another one. Audrey Searle comes away with the steal. Here she comes in transition. Kicks it out, Shea Griffith. Pretty good defense on that runner. Baldwin still nursing that 2-point lead midway through the first quarter. Here's the senior, Emma Kane, trying to bounce it out for freshman Alexa Turner. Baldwin knocked it out of bounds, so Ottawa will keep the ball, and in comes Emmy Nye for the first time. She'll replace Shea Griffith. Nye's been pretty good this year off the bench. Now Emma Kane has it right side, guarded by Peyton Wright. That one won't go. Alexa Turner gets it back, and now a third crack at it for Ottawa. Baldwin has to clear that defensive glass.
Yeah, they're just doing a little too much standing and watching on the glass instead of actively boxing out and going to get the rebound.
There's a good rebound from Lauren Berg. That's 3 for her. Outlets it up ahead to Neufeld. Peyton Wright open for 3 in the corner. The Bulldogs could have it, her get going. That would be a big help tonight. She was held scoreless in that game last night in Eudora.
Yeah, her three-point shot was what kind of propelled Baldwin into the lead in that matchup when they played down in Ottawa in the second half. Now, again, they weren't able to hold on to that lead. They ended up losing that game by 5, but certainly that's a shot that they'll take every time down the floor if they can get right with an open look at that corner 3.
Yeah, the first matchup, Peyton was 3 of 6 from downtown, 11 points in that game. There, Hadley Watts trying to get through the lane. Got it back, couldn't finish again, and a strong rebound. Lauren Berg in amongst the trees and a good outlet. Emmy Nye is fouled, though. That's a big call. Looked like Price was going to come away with a steal. Instead, gets whistled for her first personal. Second team foul. Neufeld will walk it up. Searle posting up on the block. Neufeld directing traffic. Now Emmy Nye will swing it to Lauren Berg. She'll try a three from the left side. That's a little too strong. Out of bounds, though. Ottawa couldn't control the rebound. Baldwin going to get a free possession here. Neufeld going to trigger it in from the baseline. Comes in short corner to Lauren Berg. Getting hounded by Hadley Watts there. Ends up turning it over. Here comes Ottawa. Don't have the numbers. But Turner finds Michelle, and now Natalie Price trying to slither her way in. No good. Searle the rebound. Neufeld will hesitate and attack down the left side of the lane, get fouled, and she'll head to the line for the second time already tonight. That's the second personal foul on Natalie Price. That's something that Ottawa's not going to be able to afford tonight, is some girls to get into foul trouble because they're already shorthanded. Okay, they're going to say that foul was on the floor, so no free throws. Into the game, number 33, Alice Payne. And Berg nicely off the inbounds, lays it up and in. A 7-3 start here for Baldwin on a 4-0 run. One of the freshmen, Turner, has her pass knocked away and stolen. Emmy Nye comes away with it. 4 Ottawa turnovers. Here's Wright in transition. Through some contact, couldn't finish, but I believe this will send her to the free throw line.
Now, Baldwin is certainly getting to the basket, Ryan, so far in this game. They just have not been able to finish much.
Yeah.
If they could start finishing some of these, the pace that you talked about in the open and your keys to the game, the pace right now is certainly favoring Baldwin. They're the ones controlling this action right now. They just got to finish a few more of these. Give themselves a little breathing room against an Ottawa team that has been shorthanded, as you mentioned as well, but they've been pesky. They've been right there knocking on the door a lot of these games. So you don't want them to stick around too long.
Peyton knocks down the first free throw and knocks down both of them. Now a 6-0 run and a 9-3 lead for Baldwin. Price will initiate the offense, high post area. Comes back up top, Emma Kane. Price going to stop and pop from three, had it blocked, at least deflected a little bit by Emmy Nye. Ottawa does get it back, and tough call there. Through some contact on the floor, though, so no free throws.
And you can tell this Ottawa offense, Ryan, they just don't have their alpha out there right now. With Diedrich out, nobody has the look of, just the confidence to be the one that the offense runs through right now. So that's why you're seeing a lot of kind of just second guessing of some passes, which have resulted in a lot of deflections and some turnovers so far. And, credit to the girls who are out there getting the shots up when they have an opportunity, but those injuries are really taking a toll on this Ottawa bunch right now.
Well, inbounded to Ainsley Michelle. Now up top, Lillian McCullough. Give it back to Price. Looks like Price is going to kind of be the focal point of the offense. She tries to dump it back into Michelle in the painted area. Now 15 on the shot clock. Price will stop and pop from the elbow. That's no good. Olivia Henry checked into the game, and she comes away with a big, strong rebound. Baldwin up ahead in transition, ends up in Henry's hands. Can't finish off the glass, but good job running the floor there, the Bulldogs.
Yeah, again, another good look from in close, just can't finish.
2 seconds on the game clock. Michelle does get it up, comes up short, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. A 9-3 lead for the Bulldogs. You're watching Bulldog basketball presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate right here on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back here inside the Doghouse in Baldwin City. Ottawa will start the second quarter with possession. Try to go back door. Pretty good pass. Couldn't finish it down there. Rebound still loose. I think this will be a tie-up. It's going to give it to Baldwin on the alternating possession. Here comes Neufeld. Splits a couple of defenders. Up top, Shea Griffiths hit 1-3 tonight. Couldn't connect there. That's no good.
Great look, though.
Here in transition, that's nice play from Ottawa. And laying it in, Lillian McCullough for her 4th point of the night. Snaps a 6-0 Baldwin run.
And Baldwin up by 4 right now. I mean, obviously you're happy to be in the lead if you're the Bulldogs, but it feels like it should be more by this point, just based on the amount of looks that Baldwin has had compared to Ottawa. And this is exactly really what Ottawa needed in this game, is just to be able to stick around early on. That 6-0 run could have been about 12-0, you felt like.
Yeah, that's going to be, from Ottawa's perspective, kind of muck this game up a little bit. Make it a little touch and go. Baldwin wants to get out and run, make some big runs. There's a nice runner down the lane, left hand. Couldn't finish it, Neufeld, but out of bounds to Ottawa.
And that's been kind of just the story of the night. I mean, it's not been bad offense really by Baldwin. They've been able to attack. They've had some open looks from 3. They've had a couple of mid-range shots that have been good shots, good offense. They just aren't falling right now for the Bulldogs.
Here's some full court pressure from Baldwin. Emmy Nye knocks it out of bounds. It's Alice Payne trying to bring it up against that pressure.
And I like this call here to put some full court press on here, try to create not just easy look, because they've had several of those, but open easy looks. Maybe some transition opportunities with some pressure.
Price breaks the pressure this time. Nice double crossover. Gets down the lane. A blocking foul on Baldwin. On the floor, though. No free throws. First foul whistled against Chloe Neufeld. First team foul here in the second quarter. Baseline inbounds for the Cyclones. Nicely done. They get it into KK Walters, and the freshman lays it up and in. See a lot of freshmen up and down this Ottawa lineup. Logan Scobie, one of Baldwin's freshmen, is checked into the game. She's out there with Griffith, Neufeld, another freshman in column. And Emmy Nye, who has the ball right here. Kicks it out. Logan Scobie going to try a 3, just a little bit too strong. Baldwin still has a 2-point lead. Little 4-0 mini run here from Ottawa. They get another touch in the paint, but they turn it over for the 5th time. Here comes Neufeld. A 1-on-2 gets caught from behind by Walters, but baseline inbounds for Baldwin. 3 subs in for the Dogs. Spurg, Wright, and Searle check back in. Nye, Collum, and Scobie out. Once again, baseline inbounds here for Baldwin. Wright going to attack, kick it out to Berg. Pretty good defense here from Ottawa, moving their feet, shutting off these driving angles. And now Baldwin ends up turning it over. Both teams now with 5 of them. Work it right side, Alice Payne trying to feed it into the paint, and they turn it over for the 6th time. Baldwin hasn't scored since the first quarter. A couple minutes here now into the second quarter. Peyton Wright open for 3 in the corner. That just rattled out of there. Rebound still loose though. Searle gets on the floor, rips it away. Can Lauren Berg finish it? She can. That's a great hustle play there, Audrey Searle.
No question, and a good job by Berg reacting to call for the ball and put herself in a position to receive the pass to score.
Now Baldwin comes up with another steal. Shea Griffith came away with it. Peyton Wright gets baseline, kicks it up to Audrey. Searle just a little bit short there on the 3. Look at Lauren Berg trying to rip that thing away. Ends up in a tie jump ball, and it'll give it to Ottawa. Love seeing that kind of effort, first from Searle and then from Berg on the offensive glass there. Baldwin's lead up to 4. Their largest lead has been 6. Payne hands it off to Kane. She picks up her dribble, needs some help. Gets it off to Michelle. 15 on the shot clock. Just a little bit stagnant looking offensively. Down the left side of the lane, Alexa Turner gets it to drop in off the glass. It's her first 2. Wright passes on a 3. Now Lauren Berg from up top. Nice spin move, gets down the lane. A little bit of a contact in there, no call, and we'll play on.
It looked like she kind of like stubbed her toe a little bit there and lost her footing. Didn't have any explosion.
Searle trying to knock that thing away from behind Turner. Going to get whistled for the foul. That's her first personal. Second team foul. Ottawa trying to get it in. They do. They get it to the senior Emma Kane, and she lays it in for her first 2. And we are tied up at 11, prompting a timeout from head coach Kara Rowland.
Yeah, Baldwin has struggled defending those baseline inbounds. I think he might have to switch to his own defense on those baseline inbounds. They're getting picked off and losing girls in traffic with that man defense on those baseline inbounds. That's, I think, 3 in a row. It's been at least 3 times in this game that Ottawa has scored on baseline inbound. That's half of their buckets in this game have come off of baseline inbound plays.
Chad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers for Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, and they would like you to discover the Lone Star Haven. It's a 120-acre farm near Lone Star Lake, Kansas, and offers a mix of open hayfields and recreational opportunities. This farm is perfect for hay production or grazing, while also providing an excellent habitat for wildlife. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. That is our presenting sponsor here on Baldwin Sports Live, Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Glad to have them on board for another year. About 4:02 left here in the first half.
So I was looking back at the replay. I mean, it did look like they were supposed to be in zone defense on that last inbound, but it looked like half of them were playing zone, half of them were playing man, and they ended up losing the girl on the pick there. So maybe just some miscommunication on those plays right now, but regardless, Ottawa eating them up on those baseline inbounds right now.
Here's Wright, gets down the left side of the lane, a runner off the glass, no good, and a charge gets called. Offensive foul on Peyton Wright. That'll be her first, team's third. Ottawa going to have a chance for their first lead here tonight.
Yeah, you can see some frustration, I think, a little bit now for Baldwin, too, because they kind of have the same feeling, I think, that I have. Like, this game shouldn't be tied at 11 right now.
Yeah.
But it is, and so if you're Baldwin, you just have to forget about the things that aren't going well right now. The shots aren't falling. You've given up some buckets here in this second quarter especially that maybe haven't been the strongest of defensive performances so far, so got to just flush that and find a way to get a little run going. All it's going to take is about another 6-8-0 run right now to get that confidence back.
Alice Payne for her first 2. And there's Ottawa's first lead of the game, 13-11. Baldwin will dump it inside to Audrey Searle, trying to power it up with the left hand. That won't fall. A second chance for Berg in amongst the trees. Loses it. 6th Baldwin turnover. Pretty good defense down there on the interior from the Cyclones. Trying to find on the baseline KK Walters, and they turn it over. Collum going to check back into the game for Baldwin. Shea Griffith checks out. Tell you what, Bryce, I look around here. This is a tough ticket here tonight. This place is filled up. They even got the top stands here pulled out.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game down in Ottawa. It was a packed house down there for that game, so I expect it again to be a big crowd here tonight. Baldwin hoping to give them something to start cheering about.
This could help. Audrey Searle for 3, just off the mark. Natalie Price away with the rebound. Ottawa will try to add on to that lead. Try to dump it inside, gets deflected, and Emmy Nye comes away with it. Here comes Baldwin. They don't really have the numbers. Neufeld will attack anyway.
One more.
Kick it out to Berg. Couldn't finish on the 3. Lid on that bucket from the outside right now for Baldwin. They've struggled a little bit all year long shooting the basketball, but one thing they have not struggled with is their defense. Opponents averaging 37 points per game. That's kind of been their calling card over the past 4 or 5 years I've been doing this. Bulldogs play some tough defense, can turn you over, and a travel on Ottawa. That's the 10th turnover.
Ottawa's getting away with the turnovers, though, because Baldwin can't score off of them.
Yep.
They're not getting any points off of those turnovers.
Here comes Neufeld, has 2 points here tonight. Comes off a Searle screen, will stop and pop from the mid-range and banks it home.
There you go. Good decision by Chloe Neufeld. She's not been able to get anything to score close to the basket with that size, so stop and knock down that mid-range jumper where you're open and you're not having to deal with anybody contesting it.
Watts gets it off to Price, guarded by Neufeld. She'll dribble it here right side, trying to dump it down inside, and that's a nice pass and a finish by Hadley Watts. Ottawa winning this quarter 12-4 right now. There's a nice interior pass from Searle to Berg, and Lauren will get 2 shots. Berg struggling a bit at the line, 44% this year. She'll get a couple here. Was held scoreless last night, but did grab 5 rebounds. Knocks it down. She's leading the way for Baldwin in scoring tonight with her 5. Chance for 1 more. Both shots good. That ties us back up at 15. Henry back in the game. She'll be out there with Berg, Neufeld, Collum, and Nye. There's a dangerous pass and a steal. Neufeld comes away with it. Can the mid-range shot drop? It won't, but out of bounds off the rebound off of Baldwin. We'll see if Baldwin, they will put more of that full court pressure on. This time, Ottawa able to break it. Alexa Turner controlling up top. McCullough comes off a screen, guarded by Collum. Gets it back to Turner. 15 on the shot clock. McCullough has it ripped away by Chloe Neufeld. Here comes Baldwin. Have a bit of a numbers advantage. Neufeld kicks it out to Berg. Now up top to Nye, and they'll settle things down. 30 seconds on the game clock, about a 4-second differential. Neufeld thought about a 3 in the corner. Now we'll pull it up top, work a little bit more clock. Baldwin trying to go to the half with the lead. They're 10-1 when they lead at the half, 1-4 when they don't. Neufeld going to line one up from long distance and dials it home. 7 points for Chloe Neufeld tonight. The second three made by Baldwin, and they will go into the half with a 3-point lead, 18-15. We'll have the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime report on the other side. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City, Kansas. A 3-point lead for the Bulldogs heading into the half, 18-15. They lead it. Halftime show is brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld. Kelly and his team are there to help you protect what matters most. So call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting or stop by the office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street. See how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Let's quickly run down the first half numbers. We'll start with Ottawa. Hadley Watts had 2 points. Ainsley Michelle had 1. Emma Kane had 2. Alexa Turner 2. KK Walters had 2. Lillian McCullough led the way for Ottawa with her 4 points. And Alice Payne also had 2 points. Ottawa turned it over 11 times as a team in that first half, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line and didn't knock down any 3-pointers. As for Baldwin, their first half numbers look like this. Shea Griffith hit a 3 for her 3 points. Neufeld also knocked down a triple. She leads the way for all scorers with her 7 points. Lauren Berg had 6 points and 4 rebounds in that first half. Peyton Wright had a couple of points, and that rounds it out for Baldwin. They turned it over 6 times and went 5 of 6 from the free throw line, knocking down those 2 3-pointers. As we stand right now, an 18-15 lead for Baldwin at the half. We'll take a break, and on the other side, get Bryce's thoughts on the first half and get you set for the second half here in Baldwin. More on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show after this.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here to the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Baldwin leading 18-15 at the half. Let me bring in my partner here, Bryce. It was a big end to that first half for Baldwin. They ended it on a 5-0 run to take a 3-point lead into the half. I mentioned just before we went into the half, they are 10-1 this year. The Bulldogs are when they have the halftime lead, and 1-4 when they trail at halftime. So you think, how big is that going to be, and how big was that little finish there, that 5-0 run to end the half?
Yeah, big shot from Chloe Neufeld, obviously. That three, I mean, to go in tied or behind would have really been a downer after what I thought was a better first half for Baldwin than Ottawa. I thought the Bulldogs had a better played first half, but the results didn't necessarily show it. So at least that three gives you the lead going into the locker room. And honestly, I don't think there's a whole lot that you sit there and go, well, we need to change this, we need to do that. I mean, I felt like they got open shots. They shared the ball to give each other open shots. They just didn't knock them down, and that's just part of the game. Sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't, but you got to just continue to take those good shots and have faith that eventually they're going to start dropping. Defensively, I thought they did pretty well. I think you need to shore up the baseline inbound defense, but other than that, I thought they played fine there as well. And maybe a little bit more of that full court pressure. And I get it. They're playing on the second straight night, so the legs are a little tired. Maybe so you're trying to conserve a little bit of that and maybe not say, hey, we're going to play 4 quarters of full court pressure basketball. So I understand that's probably a little bit in that decision as well. But I think using some of that full court pressure against an undermanned Ottawa team to create some easy baskets to give yourself a chance to maybe open up a little separation. That's, I think, what I'd look at maybe trying to do early on in this second half. But I think it's one of those things, hey, just stick to what we're doing. We're getting good shots. We're playing well enough to be further ahead in this game, and eventually you just got to hope those shots are going to start falling.
Yeah, Baldwin doing a good job from the free throw line as well. They got there 6 times, made 5 of 6 free throws, so if they can continue to make them at that clip, that's definitely going to help them out as they look for their 12th victory of the year. Currently have a 3-point lead at the half. On the other side, we will have the start of the second half, as the halftime show has been brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call, 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. Second half coming up after this.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back here. Start of half number 2 in the girls' game. A 3-point lead for Baldwin. They'll start out with another 3-point attempt from the corner. That time Peyton Wright couldn't get it to fall. And Ottawa will bring it the other way. Price trying to spin back to the baseline. Gets that runner to go off the window. That's her first 2 of the night. Pulls Ottawa within 1. Wright turns down a 3, now drives baseline. Gets it to Neufeld. Can she knock down her second? Off the back iron, no good. Trying to come up from behind Turner and steal it. Ottawa will settle things down. Turner picks up her dribble, looking for some help. Gets it inside to Watts. Now outside, McCullough going to try a 3. That's no good. A battle for the rebound. Berg ends up on the floor, gets it off to Audrey Searle, now trying to track it down. Price gets it back for the Cyclones. Nice give and go back to Natalie Price, and she lays it home. Ottawa take their second lead of the night. Peyton Wright knocks down her first 3 of the night. That'd be big for Baldwin if she can start getting going. She's a pretty streaky shooter.
Yeah, I was going to say, she can knock them down in bunches when she gets to going, so maybe that's the first one to get the lid off for her. I wouldn't mind getting her another look here next time down, or at least one of the next couple of times down to see if that spark is what lit the fire for her.
There's a jump ball. Griffith diving in there on that. It's going to keep it with Ottawa. Had 4 ties and 4 lead changes here already. Just a couple minutes into the third quarter. We'll feed McCullough coming off a screen there on the baseline. Now up top to Turner.
3 to shoot.
Turner going to get a shot off from 3-point land. That's no good. And Berg clears her 5th rebound. Now getting hounded. A lot of contact there and just out of bounds to Baldwin. I think that was Hadley Watts down here causing some mayhem. Baldwin's usual starting 5 out on the floor. Wright feeds Searle in the post. She's going to kick it back outside and open Shea Griffith for 3. That's her second of the game. Baldwin's 4th 3 of the game. They extend that lead out, their biggest of the night. 5-point lead. Excuse me, their biggest has been 6 actually. McCullough has it guarded by Wright. They're trying to force it inside. It's tipped away momentarily by Griffith, but Turner able to get it back. We'll give it to Watts up top. She tries to get down the right side of the lane, takes some contact, and a blocking foul whistled against Chloe Neufeld. Second personal.
That's her second personal foul, first team foul on Baldwin.
Well, baseline inbounds here. This is what Bryce was talking about. They got to improve the defense, and once again, got a nice look at it on the block, but Baldwin ends up coming away with it. Lauren Berg. Neufeld finds Griffith. A little bit of a heat check there. Might have been tipped. Comes up well short.
They got away with that baseline inbound defense again. They gave up another great look. They're playing man-to-man on the majority of those baseline inbounds plays, and to me that's always a tougher ask because where the ball's being inbounded from, usually you got your back to that, or if you turn your face to where the ball's being inbounded, then you got your back to the cutters, and so it's just not working out. They got lucky the last time, though, that Ottawa missed the open look.
Lauren Berg with a strong rebound there, got hit across the head by Hadley Watts. That's her first team foul here in the third quarter. Collum and Nye check in for Neufeld and Griffith. Here comes Baldwin with that 5-point lead. Nye gets it up top to Berg. She's left open momentarily. Works her way into the lane, kicks it out to Searle. Now she picks up her dribble, needs help, and Emmy Nye will get it across to Berg. Through the lane, nice drive, splitting a couple of defenders, couldn't finish. Midway through the third quarter, Price spinning back to the right hand. There's another one of those runners trying it off the glass, and Lauren has her 8th rebound of the game. Peyton left open momentarily, gonna fire up a 3, no good. Searle in there battling for the rebound. Ottawa, I believe, hit it out of bounds, and they did. It'll be Baldwin's basketball. See where they go on the baseline inbounds. They'll feed right, gonna pop out for a 3, and she drills it. Peyton's 2nd triple of the game. Baldwin's hit 5 of them. And now the largest lead of the game for Baldwin, 8 points, prompts an Ottawa timeout. Be their 2nd charge timeout. They'll have 3 remaining. Give me a chance to remind you that the timeouts this year are brought to us by Rice Precision Manufacturing. If you're looking for a great job with a growing family-owned company right here in Baldwin City, then check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're always looking to add the next great member to their team, including positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefits, a climate-controlled work environment, and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Send an email to jobs@rice-precision.com to learn more. Nice job here by Baldwin, currently on a 9-0 run after Ottawa came out of the halftime break and scored the first couple of buckets. Good response from the Bulldogs, knocking down 3 3-pointers. Wright's got 8 points to lead the way for Baldwin. She's hit 2 threes. Griffith's also hit 2 threes, and Neufeld has 1. Ottawa trying to get this thing inbounded out of the timeout, and they do. Turner guarded very tightly by Cammie Collum, who knocks it away, almost comes up with the steal. She'll hound her up the floor once again. Now Emma Kane gives it off to Price. Right-handed dribble drive. Nice little dump pass to Hadley Watts, and she puts it in for her 4th point.
And Price has played very well for Ottawa. She has definitely been the one that's taken over as the leader on the floor right now, whether she's scoring it or in that case distributing.
Collum got into the lane and got fouled. She'll get 2 shots. Been really impressed from Cammie Collum this year. Just a freshman, has really put some big contributions in off the bench. Be fun to watch her career progress. Steps to the free throw line. She's 8 of 13 for 62% from there and misses the first. Foul was called on Natalie Price. That's a big one. That's 4 fouls on her already, so she's got to sit down, and we were just done talking about how Price was becoming the focal point for Ottawa, and picks up her 4th personal foul.
Ottawa's going to try and steal these last couple of minutes of the third quarter without her on the floor, but I think if this lead gets to double digits, you got to roll the dice and just say get her back out there and hope that she doesn't commit that 5th foul, because they need her on the floor.
Collum makes the 2nd shot for her 1st point of the game. Baldwin leads at 4 touchdowns to 3. That was Emma Kane trying to work her way into the lane, tipped out of bounds by Baldwin. Olivia Henry's checked into the game. Also Kyan Frost out there with Nye, Wright, and Collum.
In a non-shot clock era, Ryan, you'd say, hey, let's just try to milk this 2.5 with Price on the bench. You can't do that now, and by the way, I'm a fan of the fact that you can't do that now.
Big time. It has been a lot of fun this year as another jump ball gets whistled. Yeah, I've been a huge proponent even before this year for a shot clock. They finally have implemented it this year, and I think it's been pretty seamlessly everywhere that we've went. It's been a lot of fun. Makes it little more competitive late in the games.
Yeah.
Frost gets to the left side. Peyton Wright, nice ball fake. Gets down baseline, couldn't finish the bunny down there by the rim. Ottawa comes away with it.
And just didn't use the glass. Tried to feather that one in instead of using that big window up there.
Now Peyton on the other end gets whistled for her second foul. Second team foul as well.
Second team foul on Baldwin.
2:16 left here on the third quarter clock. 7-point Baldwin lead. Nice backdoor pass there to KK Walters. Ends up getting called for a travel. That'll be the 12th Ottawa turnover. Collum will bring it up. Nice attack with the left hand there. Knocked out of bounds. Get it into Olivia Henry. Now Kyan Frost on the other block. I'll set something up top. Nye's going to get a screen from Henry. A reach-in foul. That one's going to go against Emma Kane.
Foul's been called on number 10, Emma Kane.
First personal, third team foul. Still one more foul to give for Ottawa. Get it to Peyton Wright, back up top to Collum. Baldwin trying to add to this 7-point lead. Instead, they throw it away. Here comes KK Walters. And Wright says no. Peyton Wright comes out of nowhere and blocks it out of bounds. It was the 7th Baldwin turnover, though. And Peyton, off of that nice defensive play, gets a nice ovation from the crowd as she checks out. Shea Griffith back into the game. Well, inbound it to Watts. Spins over that left shoulder and finishes it off the glass nicely. Hadley Watts now leads Ottawa in scoring with her 6 points. Griffith quickly back the other way. No good. Ottawa clears the board. And here comes Turner. Gets down the lane. Runner won't drop. Henry trying to rip that rebound away, and she does. Now Collum in some trouble. Can Coach Rowland get a timeout called? She can. Second charge timeout to Baldwin. Have 3 remaining. Ottawa has 4 remaining still. Once again, our presenting sponsor here on Baldwin Sports Live is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Get a hold of Shad and Penny Sheldon because they're your Baldwin City area brokers. They'd like to tell you more about the Appanoose Creek Farm in Douglas County, Kansas. It's a 135-acre farm with 104 tillable acres that is perfect for agricultural income and hunting. It's also conveniently located near Lawrence and Topeka, offering both opportunity and accessibility. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. Out of the timeout, Baldwin with a 5-point lead, 1:08 on the third quarter clock. Don't forget, we'll have the boys' game coming up following the girls' game. Should be another fun one. Ottawa ranked number 1 in the state, still undefeated. Baldwin looking for some revenge. Kyan Frost has it up top. One of the 3 seniors here tonight on senior night. Gives it off to Shea Griffith. She's made a couple of threes. Look at Olivia Henry battling for an offensive board. And a foul called on this near official. The baseline guy had tie up. This near official called a foul on Alexa Turner. So that sends Olivia Henry to the line. Knocks down the first shot. She's on the board tonight. Logan Scobie checking back into the game. Kyan Frost will check out. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Henry 3rd on the team in rebounding this year. That's coming off the bench. She's been a good contributor off the bench. just a junior. Knocked both shots down.
The free throw line has been a bit of a saving grace tonight for the Bulldogs, Ryan.
Yep, they are 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Like I mentioned, a team 52% on the year. Taking advantage of the free ones here tonight. About a 9-second differential between the shot and the game clock. And the timeout gets taken by head coach Matt Sherman and the Cyclones. They'll try to draw something up. That's their second charge timeout. They'll have 3 remaining. We'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
.35 seconds left in the third quarter here. Ottawa inbounds it to Turner, gets it off to Kane. Try to bounce it inside. Scobie coming around looking for a steal. Gets whistled for the foul.
It's a good time to be aggressive, though. You had 2 fouls to give. Now you have 1 more to give, though. So at this point, it's a good time to be aggressive if you're Logan there. That foul doesn't hurt you other than it puts you in a baseline inbound defensive position where they've struggled tonight. But other than that, I like that aggressive play to try to force the turnover.
Inbounds comes to Walters. They try to force it inside. Knocked out of bounds by Henry.
You might think about putting Price back in if you're Ottawa here. The shot clock's turned off at this point. You can hold for the last shot, get your kind of your offensive instigator back on the floor, but they do not do that.
Instead, they try to force it inside, and they turn it over. Emmy Nye came away with it, but gave it right back. Here's Alice Payne. Far side, kicks it to Kane. She splits a couple of defenders. Blocking foul. I think they called that on the floor, no?
Yeah, they are going to give her 2 shots, it looked like he says, but it's been interesting. I thought there have been several times tonight that they've not awarded the shots on fouls that I thought were shooting fouls. That one, I thought looked more like a foul on the floor, and maybe there's some confusion over the number of fouls.
Yeah, okay. I think he did whistle that on the floor.
Okay.
They thought it was 5. It's only 4 team fouls.
Yeah, which that makes more sense because I was going to say, it appeared to be a foul on the initiation of the drive, not on the shot, and so that was the call. They just had thought that was the 5th team foul, which would have put them at the line, so now they've got it corrected.
I'll say the scorers table here has fooled me a few times. They're quick on those team fouls. They whistle the foul, and then they immediately put it up there. So maybe the officials thought that when they looked up, they hadn't put that next team foul up. But either way, we're back going here in another baseline inbounds for Ottawa. Baldwin does not have any more fouls to give, though. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Shouldn't matter. We'll get it into Kane, guarded closely by Collum. Trying to work her way into the lane. Collum swats it away, and that is how the third quarter will end. 30-23, Baldwin leads it. Try to hold on here in the final quarter of play. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Start of the fourth quarter back here inside the doghouse in Baldwin City. Baldwin with a 7-point lead. Ottawa with the basketball. Watts controlling up top. Looking to offload it and does to Alexa Turner. The freshman gets down the lane. Had it knocked away out of bounds to Baldwin.
And still no Price on the floor for Ottawa. I thought they might start this fourth quarter with her on the floor. She has the 4 fouls, but you know, that was a win in that final 2.5 minutes for Ottawa. When Price had to come out of the game, it was a 7-point game, and they didn't lose any ground during that final 2.5 minutes.
Illegal screen whistled on Baldwin.
And as I say that, here comes Price back into the game now. So that, again, that was a definitive win for Ottawa in that final 2.5 minutes of the third quarter. Now they've got what's been their best playmaker tonight back on the floor, but she does have the 4 fouls, 42. She's got the ball now.
7-point Baldwin lead, just underway, fourth quarter. She'll get it left side open for second was KK Walters. Now Turner trying to force it inside. There was a double team of Bulldogs down there. Searle came away with it. Now kicked out, attacking Peyton Wright down the lane, takes a lot of contact and is fouled. Baldwin's been good from the free throw line so far, 8 of 10. Peyton is 2 of 2 tonight, looking for her 9th and 10-point. Peyton knocks them both down. Double digits now into 10 points. Little mini 4-0 run for Baldwin. Their largest lead of the night of 9. Another turnover. Searle comes up with it. Make it 16 turnovers for Ottawa. That's been some of the problem for the Cyclones. Also kind of a lack of outside shooting. Ottawa hasn't attempted many threes, haven't knocked any down. Baldwin's hit 5 threes on the other end. Neufeld looking for some help, gives it to Peyton Wright. Gets baseline. Now they'll work it back up top and around. Griffith splits a couple of defenders, had it blocked by Watts. Good defensive play, but Ottawa couldn't save it. Yeah, I think he meant to point Baldwin's way.
I was going to say, I'm not sure how that could have been.
We're all pretty clear that it was out on Ottawa.
Only 5 seconds on the shot clock here, so they've got to get something quick.
They get it into Berg in the paint, whistled for a travel.
I'd like to see her just shoot that. As soon as she caught it there, had a wide open 15-footer, but got some happy feet there trying to decide what to do with it.
9-point Baldwin lead. Ottawa will walk it up. Get to the left side. Alexa Turner bounce it inside. Hadley Watts, a turnaround fadeaway, won't fall. Battle for the rebound and a quick whistle for a jump ball. Give it to Baldwin. Currently have their largest lead of the game, looking to tack on. Neufeld comes off a Berg screen, gets down the left side of the lane and lays it home. Neufeld's got 9 points now. Lead up into double digits. Baldwin looking for their 12th win of the year. Price gets baseline, throws up a bit of a wild shot, and over the back, I believe, going to get whistled against Ainsley Michelle. Third foul, second team foul. "16 straight seasons now that the Baldwin Lady Bulldogs have 10-plus wins. Peyton Wright trying to knock down her third 3 of the night. Couldn't get it to drop in there. Price a little bit out of control that time. Out of bounds to Baldwin. Certainly a very young team right now for Ottawa, playing a ton of freshmen. Got a bright future, though. Peyton Wright left open for a second, comes up short on that three. Ottawa going to try to push it ahead in transition. KK Walters got shut off. Neufeld took it away. Now Chloe needs a little bit of help. Got to cross that timeline. They do. And a foul gets whistled, I think, on Walters.
Foul's going number 22.
It was. It's her first personal, now the third team foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Price still out there with her 4 fouls for Ottawa. Nobody in significant foul trouble for Baldwin. Griffith gets it off to Wright. Set something up top. She wants Searle to come give her a screen. Instead, hands it off to Berg. Slices through the lane, couldn't finish it. Needed a little bit more English on that. Good move, though. Ottawa has yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Been the turnover bug for them, 17 of them. Now Price going to stop for a mid-range jump shot, no good. Lauren Berg, her 9th rebound, 6 points, 9 boards. Neufeld kicks it out to Wright. She'll attack baseline, cycle it back to Chloe. Puts up 4 fingers and they'll set something up. Searle going to give her a screen. Chloe refuses it. Nice move there, gets to the rim and finishes. Neufeld now leading Baldwin with her 11 points. An 8-0 run for the Bulldogs. Now they need a little bit of help. Neufeld almost comes away with a steal. 3:30 left on the clock. Kyan Frost going to check back into the game for Peyton Wright. Baldwin 5-2 at home this year. Looking to add another win. Force that pass into Turner on the baseline inbounds. Better defense that time from the Bulldogs, and Kyan Frost her 2nd rebound. Berg bounces it to Searle around free throw line, had it knocked away, and here comes Price. She's pretty quick, gets out in front of the defense and lays it home. Give her 6 points tonight. Baldwin's 10th turnover. Here they break the pressure and have a numbers advantage. Knocked out of bounds by Price. Neufeld trying to get it in, gets it to Searle up top. Nice pass to Griffith, looking for another 3. Has hit a couple of them tonight. Came up well short. Baldwin just needs to hold on. There's McCullough, bounces it to Michelle. Now Hadley Watts going to try a mid-range jump shot, and she knocks it down. Give her 8 points to lead the way for Ottawa. Cuts the Baldwin lead to single digits. Neufeld works down the lane, up and in off the glass again. Couple of big moves and plays there from Chloe Neufeld. Give her 13 points tonight. Prompts a timeout taken by Ottawa. It's their 3rd. They will have 2 remaining. We'll go ahead and step aside with them here. More Bulldog basketball on the other side.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has been proudly serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 33 states while producing over $1 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
2:13 left in this game, 11-point Baldwin lead. Ottawa will walk it up. Need to put a run together. Baldwin trying to hold on. Reminder, we'll have the senior night festivities in between the games. And a fun night for Baldwin so far, trying to hang on. Price gets it off to Turner. She'll pull up for a mid-range jump shot, hanging around on the rim. Searle comes away with her second rebound. We'll outlet it to Chloe Neufeld. Emmy Nye open for three in the corner. Comes up short. Offensive rebound though, Shea Griffith. Didn't hit the rim, so not a fresh 35. Still plenty of time for Baldwin. Now the last foul to give for Ottawa.
Fouls on number 12. Alexa Turner, her second personal foul.
Second foul on Turner. Like I said, fourth team foul. Now a mass substitution here with 1:30 to go for Baldwin. Checking in the third senior, Kylie Montney. Also out there with Frost, Henry, Collum, and Scobie. Price knocks that out of bounds. And that time Frost had it taken away by Price. Right-handed lay-in is good. They cut it to 9 again. Henry has it up top, handed off to Frost. Gets double teamed up there. Needs a little bit of help, gives it back to Henry inside Montney. Turns, fires a nice pass to Collum, far side, who knocks down the three. The 6-3 made for Baldwin here tonight. Collum has 4 points. 41-29. Looks like Baldwin's going to get their 12th win of the year. Their 7th win in the Frontier League. There's a and one opportunity for Ainsley Michelle. She's got 3 points, chance for one more at the line. Foul was against Kylie Montney. Free throw was no good, and Olivia Henry clears the rebound. Collum getting pressured, works her way around it. Now the 5th team foul will send Cammie to the line. Third personal on Alexa Turner. Collum 1 of 2 from the line here tonight, has 4 points, looking to add on to that. First shot good for Cammie. Baldwin's been excellent from the free throw line here tonight. 11 of 13 so far. I think it's 12 or 14.
I tell you, free throw shooting is contagious, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it's going well, everybody's shooting them well, and then there's those nights when it doesn't matter who goes to the line, nobody can make them.
Price open for 3, comes up short. Frost the rebound. And they'll foul one more time with 10.9 left. Kai and Frost going to get a chance to get on the board tonight. If I'm not mistaken, this could be Frost's first points of the year. Kaya knocks it down. Quick timeout taken by Ottawa. We'll step aside with them here on Baldwin Sports Live and have the conclusion of this game on the other side.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
(44-31). Baldwin leads it. Kyan Frost looking for her second point at the free throw line. Comes up empty. Here comes Ottawa, the final 6 seconds. Price going to get up another shot. Comes up short. Kylie Montney battling for the rebound down there, and that will be the final buzzer. So 44-31 victory here for Baldwin. They improve to 12-6 on the year. Ottawa drops to 8-10. We'll take a break, come back in. Actually, let's go ahead and crown our player of the game here right now, as we're going to have the senior night festivities going on. So let me plug that in real quick, and then we'll run down the final numbers, and then we'll have the senior night festivities for you. I'll shut up, turn up the crowd mic, and let you enjoy the festivities. Good night for a lot of Lady Bulldogs out there. Really a lot to pick from for our player of the game, but I think it was a good performance tonight. Bryce, I'm going to give it to Chloe Neufeld. She ended up with a team-leading 13 points here tonight and made some nice plays both offensively and defensively. So going to give Chloe Neufeld our Player of the Game award. It is brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. Let's quickly run down the final numbers here. We'll start with Ottawa. Hadley Watts led the way for them with her 8 points. I guess Natalie Price also had 8 points. Ainsley Michelle had 3. Emma Kane 2. Alexa Turner had 2. KK Walters 2. Lillian McCullough had 4. Alice Payne had 2. And Ottawa turned it over 17 times as a team, went 1 of 3 from the free throw line, didn't make a three-pointer. As for Baldwin, Shea Griffith knocked down 2 threes for her 6 points. Chloe Neufeld hit a 3. She had 13 points. Kyan Frost, 1.3 rebounds. Cami Collum hit a 3. He had 6 points. Lauren Berg, 6 points, 9 rebounds. Peyton Wright had 2 threes, had 10 points. And Olivia Henry, 2 points and 3 rebounds. As the first seniors start getting announced here, I'll be quiet, turn up the crowd mic.
Carson's favorite part of BHS is the way that everyone supports each other. After graduation, Carson plans to attend Johnson County Community College to study music composition. Carson would like to give a special thank you to his parents for never giving up on him. Carson Levin. Our next senior band member is Lily Breedlove, escorted by her dad Matthew Breedlove and sister Laura Breedlove. Lily is a 4-year member of the band and has participated in track, volleyball, jazz band, journalism, environmental club, stand up to cancer, and Mardi Gras Diversity Day. Lily's favorite part of Baldwin High School are the memories that she has created and the fact that we are all one big happy family. After graduation, Lily plans on majoring in elementary education and minoring in music education at Emporia State University, where she will be a member of the band. Lily would like to thank everyone in the band that has made her 4 years so special. To Mr. O'Neill, thank you for pushing me to be the best musician I can be, and to my parents for letting me, a 10-year-old girl, play the biggest instrument she could, the tuba. Ladies and gentlemen, Lily Breedlove. Our next senior is Hunter Kaufman, son of Audrey and Clinton Kaufman. Hunter has been a 4-year member of the band in addition to being on the baseball and Scholars Bowl teams. Hunter's favorite part of VHS is the teachers and how you can be so open with them about things on your mind. After graduation, Hunter plans to attend KU, where he will major in aerospace engineering and participate in the pep band. Hunter would like to say thank you to his grandpa Daryl for always being an anchor and teaching him how many lessons. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter Kaufman. Next senior Sailor Curry, daughter of Vincent Kimber. Sailor has been in the band for 4 years and has participated in volleyball, basketball, track, cross country, FCCLA, FCA, Speak Club, Refuge, NHS, Art Club, Environmental Club, Girls State, and the Spanish trip. Sailor's favorite part of VHS is the school's deep connection to the Baldwin City community. After graduation, Sailor plans to attend Kansas State University and major in bakery science and building science with a minor in Spanish. She would like to thank her family for always supporting her in everything she chooses to do. Sailor Curry. Our next senior is Circe Hutchinson, daughter of Pat Hutchinson and Jerry Henderson. Circe has been a 4-year member of the band at Baldwin High School and has also been a member of the trap shooting team. Her favorite part of VHS is the spirit and all the charismatic people that she has met. After graduation, Circe plans to continue her education at McPherson College, where she plans to major in music education and minor in music performance. Circe would like to give a big super duper thank you to Will Cooper and Stuart O'Neill for always pushing her to be her best and for making her realize her real purpose in life. Circe Hopkinson. Our next band senior is Dylan Jones, son of Justin and Christy Jones. Dylan has been in the band for 4 years in addition to participating in jazz band, the Avant Film Society, concert choir, acapella, and tennis. Dylan's favorite part of VHS is being with friends at clubs and performances after school. After graduation, Dylan plans to be a member of a band at Old Johnson County Community College while pursuing a degree in communications. Dylan would like to give a special thank you to all the teachers who have supported him the past 4 years. Dylan Jones. Our next band senior is Emily Holtz, daughter of Don and John Holtz. Emily is a 4-year member of the Baldwin High School band. She also participated in Scholars Bowl, FCCLA, GSA, Forensics, Spring Play, and the Fall Musical. Her favorite part of VHS is the teachers wanting to help her with problems that you have. After graduation, Emily plans to attend culinary school at Flint Hills Technical College. She would like to give special thanks to Jim Ashcraft for believing in her, to David Stevens and Haley Tannehill for wanting her to keep charging on all her oddness. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Holtz. Next senior, Nacio Soden, son of Jim and Stephanie Soden and Leona Garcia. Nacio is a 4-year member of the Baldwin High School band. He also participated in soccer, track, cross country, school musicals, concert choir, and acapella choir. His favorite thing about VHS is being able to make music in so many different ways. After graduation, Nacio plans to study fire science at Hutchinson Community College and also plans to participate in their band. Nacio would like to say a special thank you to his parents for their love and support, and to the music teachers, Mr. O'Neill, Mrs. Naughton, and Ms. Jacobson, for all the hours that they spend making the music department awesome. Nacio Soden. Next senior is Olivia Ware, daughter of Cassandra Ware. Olivia is a 4-year member of the band in addition to participating in the fall musical, spring play, debate, Scholars Bowl, concert choir, acapella, book club, and the art club. Olivia's favorite part of VHS is she would like to tell the staff, know that the staff cares about knowing their students and are always there for them. Next fall, Olivia plans to attend Washburn University and major in art. Olivia would like to give special thanks to Mr. Stevens and Mr. O'Neill for giving her the space to be creative and weird without judgment. Olivia Ware. Our final senior in the band, Preston Whaley, son of Jeff and Tony Whaley. Preston has been a 4-year member of the band. He also wrestled, played football, soccer, and ran track. Preston's favorite part of VHS is all the friends that he's made during his time here. After graduation, Preston plans to attend the North Central Kansas Technical College to study heavy equipment operation and diesel mechanics. Preston would like to give a special thank you to his parents and friends for being there to support him in everything that he does. And thank you to all of his teachers and coaches for being so kind and teaching him life lessons. Preston Wade. Our next seniors are from the cheerleading team. Our first one is Malin Harris, daughter of Kit and Sarah Harris. Malin has been a 4-year member of the cheer team. She's also been the wrestling manager and her of the yearbook and has been in the spring play and diversity club. Malin's favorite part of VHS is that it is so easy to make connections with peers and the teachers. After graduation, Malin plans to continue her career at Baker University, where she will major in elementary education. Malin would like to say special thank you to Patty Lynn for making her the cheerleader that she is today and pushing her to always work hard. Also to her parents for being best friends. Malin Harris. Our next senior cheerleader is Abby Gerard. Daughter of Lynn Gerard and Robin Long. Abby has been a 3-year member of the cheer squad in addition to being a wrestling manager and participating in the vocal music department. Her favorite part of VHS is all of the connections and friends that you get to make. After graduation, Abby plans to cheer at Baker University and major in elementary education. Abby would like to give special thanks to all our cheer coaches for being so great and making her into the cheerleader she is today, and to her teammates for being best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Gerard. Our next senior cheerleader is Kenley Miller, daughter of Tyson and Holly Miller. Kenley is a 3-year member of the cheer squad in addition to being a wrestling manager, being in the school in spring play, and filling several roles on the yearbook staff. Kenley's favorite parts of VHS are the traditions and how everyone knows each other. After graduation, Kenley plans to attend KU and major in business and interior design. Kenley would like to give a special thank you to Patty Lynn for giving her the confidence that she has and to her parents for always supporting her. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenley Miller. Our next cheerleading senior is Nyla Phillips, daughter of Shirley New. Nyla has been a 3-year member of the cheer team and has been a member of the VHS band. Her favorite part of VHS cheerleading is at the bash. After graduation, Nyla would like to cheer at Baker while studying psychology. Nyla would like to give special thanks to her mom, who has been her biggest supporter and is the strongest person she knows. Nyla Phillips. Our final senior cheerleader is Emma Rowland, daughter of Floyd Rowland and Jennifer Strong. Emma is a 4-year member of the cheer team in addition to being involved in FCA, Stand Up to Cancer, Speak Club, choir, and track shooting. Emma's favorite part of VHS has been cheering for the basketball teams at the state tournament. After graduation, Emma plans to attend Baldwin Community College and study fire science while participating on her trap shooting team. Emma would like to give special thanks to Patty Lenning for going above and beyond as a coach and for everything that she has done for her. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Rowland. Now the seniors on the dance team. Our first senior is Emily Colwater, daughter of Mark and Stephanie Colwater. Emily is a 3-year member of the VHS dance team. She has also participated in volleyball, golf, art club, speak club, environmental club, tennis, Stuco, Mardi Gras, Diversity Day, FCA, Stand Up to Cancer, National Honor Society, Unified Bowling, and Film Society. Emily's favorite part of VHS are the traditions such as circling up and singing the school song after basketball games. After graduation, Emily plans to attend KU and study biology. She would like to thank her family for always supporting her, her coaches for helping her grow and achieve her goals, and her her teammates for making her senior season so special and remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Ward. Our second dance seniors, Adeline Model, daughter of Ted and Amelia Model. Adeline has been a 2-year member of the BHS dance team as well as participating in tennis, cheer, unified bowling, track, volleyball, environmental club, film society, National Honor Society, Stand Up to Cancer, Speak Club, Mardi Gras Diversity Day, Art Club, and Student Council. Her favorite part of BHS is how the community and students come together to support each other at games and events. After graduation, Adeline plans to attend Wichita State University, but is unsure about a major. She would like to say thank you to her parents for always supporting her in everything she does. Thank you for your love, support, advice, and sarcasm. Adeline Model. Next senior, Maggie Steinschauer, daughter of Eric Cope and Jared Steinschauer. Maggie has been on the dance team for 4 years in addition to participating in Student Council, Mardi Gras Diversity Day, NHS, Book Club, Environmental Club, and the Avant. Maggie's favorite part of Baldwin High School is the community atmosphere. After graduation, Maggie plans to continue her education at Marquette University. Maggie would like to thank her teammates for being so funny and her parents for always supporting her in everything she does. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Steinschauer. Our final dance senior is Graceland Trindle, daughter of Kyle and Gretchen Trindle. Graceland has been on the band dance team for 1 year in addition to being on the yearbook staff and manager of the baseball team. Her favorite part of BHS is the dance team and the friendships that she's been able to make. After graduation, Graceland plans to attend KU and major in business before pursuing a career in medical sales. She would like to give a special thank you to her family for always supporting her, her teachers, Mr. McCure and Mr. Collins for making school a fun place to be, and for Coach McCord for always rooting for her and calming her down before performances. Ladies and gentlemen, Gracie Trindle. The next 3 seniors are members of the girls basketball team. We'll start with Lauren Berg, daughter of Tim and Wendy Berg. Lauren has played basketball for 4 years. She's also participated in volleyball, softball, stand-up and cheer, and FCA. Lauren says the best part about BHS is going to G's office to annoy him on a daily basis. After graduation, Lauren plans to continue her basketball career at Levette County Community College, where she will study communication or business. Lauren would like to say a big thank you to her parents for always being her biggest supporters, believing in her, and for pushing her to be the best she can be. And finally, thank you to Shannon Hike for always pushing her to be a better athlete and helping her achieve her athletic goals. Ladies and gentlemen, Lauren Berg. Next senior, Ryan Frost, daughter of Rich and Casey Frost. Ryan has been a 4-year member of the basketball team in addition to participating in softball, stand-up and cancer, and FCA. Her favorite part of BHS is getting to play sports alongside her sister and getting to grow up with the people she's known forever. After graduation, Kyan plans to attend Kansas State University and study biology. Kyan would like to thank all of her teammates for being like sisters to her, also to her family. Thank you for always being there for her and for being the biggest cheerleaders and making her the person she is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyan Frost. Our final senior girls basketball, Kylie Motley, daughter of Jake and Lori Motley. Kylie has played basketball for 4 years and has participated in softball, volleyball, FCA, diversity, Mardi Gras Diversity Day, Speak Club, stand up to cancer, Refuge, and the Fall Musical. Kylie's favorite part of BHS are all the lifelong friendships and memories she has made. After graduation, Kylie plans to attend Washburn University and study pediatric nursing. Kylie would like to thank her parents and grandparents for always believing in her and part of. Ladies and gentlemen, Kylie Motley. And now for seniors involved in the boys basketball program, we will start with one of the team managers, Kirsten Tchaikovsky, escorted by her aunt and uncle Kurt and Angie Johnston. Kirsten has been a soccer manager for 1 year. She has also participated in Mardi Gras University Day, Film Society, and Speak Club while at BHS. Her favorite part of BHS is the environment at sporting events and everyone's competitive spirit. After graduation, Kirsten plans to return to her native country of Australia before returning to the United States to attend college. Kirsten would like to thank her family for giving her the opportunity to experience the United States, and to all her friends that she made along the way for making her senior year so enjoyable. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsten Tchaikovsky. Our next senior is senior manager Ella Ward, daughter of Dusty and Leslie Ward. Ella has been the basketball manager for 1 year. She's also been involved in tennis, golf, student council, film society, Mardi Gras Diversity Day, FCA, Speak Club, and the Avant. Ella's favorite part of BHS is all the different people she has met. After graduation, Ella plans to attend Kansas State University and study dental hygiene. Ella would like to thank her parents for encouraging her to try new things, and to Coach Blanchett for welcoming her to the basketball family. Ladies and gentlemen, Ella Ward. Our next senior basketball member is Gus Boyle, son of Brian and Jill Boyle. Gus has played basketball for 3 years in addition to being on the soccer and tennis teams. His favorite part about BHS is the teammates he has got to compete with in every sport. After graduation, Gus plans to attend an undecided school to study HVAC. Gus would like to thank Coach Blanchett and Coach Carr for welcoming him back to the team last year and for pushing him to get better every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, Gus Boyle. Our next senior is Jace House, son of Jeff and Jackie House. Jace has played basketball for 4 years and also participated in football, golf, and track. Jace's favorite part of Baldwin High School is the athletic program and everything he's been able to participate in. After graduation, Jace plans to attend college but has not made his final selection. Jace would like to say thank you to the coaching staff for everything they've done for him, and to the Baldwin Live Sports Live for broadcasting our games. Ladies and gentlemen, Jace Howe. Our next senior, Garrett McLaughlin, son of David and Amy McLaughlin and Jody and Casey Kessinger. Garrett has been a 4-year member of the basketball team. He also runs track and cross country. Garrett's favorite part of BHS is getting to compete with his friends. After graduation, Garrett plans to enter the workforce and also take classes at Johnson County Community College. Garrett would like to say thank you to his family members and coaches that have helped him all out along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett McLaughlin. Our final senior on the boys basketball team, Nick Johnson, son of Will and Heather Martinez. Nick has played basketball for 4 years. He also participated in soccer, cross country, and track. According to Nick, the best part of BHS is the friends that he's made over the last 4 years. Next fall, Nick plans to continue running cross country and track at an undecided school. Nick would like to thank his parents for always being there and for being his biggest fans. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Johnson. To all you seniors and parents, we would like to thank you for everything you've done to be a part of the girls basketball team, the boys basketball team, the cheer team, the dance team, and band at Baldwin High School, and for the difference you've made in the Baldwin City community. Your leadership in the school community will be greatly missed. As you move on to the next chapter of your lives, please remember you will always be a Baldwin Bulldog. Good luck with all your future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a fine round of applause
All right, so there you have it. The senior night festivities. Got the dance team, the cheerleaders, girls basketball, and boys basketball. And look at this, the head coach, Don Blanchett, and assistant Pete Carr pulling double duty right now, sweeping the floor after the festivities. And we're going to get you ready to rock. We should have one heck of a boys game coming up here. The number 1 ranked Ottawa Cyclones at 17-0, taking on the 15-2 fifth-ranked Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin still has a chance at a league title. Ottawa is 11-0 in the league. Baldwin at 10-1. If they can get a big victory tonight, go a long way towards that end. So
that's the content they get in here for right there.
Exactly. That's what we're waiting for.
Coach Blanchett, Coach Carr, sweeping the floor. Way to go, gentlemen.
We'll step aside here, and we'll come back with the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Get you all set for this mammoth high school basketball game coming up.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here inside the Doghouse in Baldwin City, Kansas. We welcome you back into the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Personal service from people who care. That's what you're going to get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or saving for retirement, go see Baldwin State Bank. For 132 years now, they've helped serve our community. So go enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. Mentioned earlier, this is going to be one heck of a boys basketball game here, high school game, as the number 1 ranked Ottawa Cyclones come into play. They've won all 17 games to start this year. They are 11-0 in league play. They lost in the sub-state championship game. It was a heartbreaker last year to Rock Creek by 1. Otherwise, this team that finished 14-8 last year would have been to the state tournament, same as Baldwin last year, but instead lost a heartbreaker in the sub-state championship game, and they have improved dramatically even though they lost 3 seniors from that squad. Owen Blaine was honorable mention all-league for that team last year. He's no longer there, but they do return both of the Hepners. That's Carter Hepner and Caleb Hepner, both of them seniors. Carter is number 0. He was all-league defensive team last year, honorable mention all-league as well. And then Caleb was honorable mention all-state and second team all-league. Also, Aiden McCullough, number 34, is another guy to keep an eye on. He was honorable mention all-state, first team all-league. All 3 of those guys had good performances in the first matchup. McCullough had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Caleb Hepner hit 2 threes, en route to his 11 points. And Carter Hepner also hit a 3. He had 10 points, 6 assists, a couple of steals. But the guy who ruled the day for Ottawa in that first matchup was number 3, Jace Morning, a 5'9" sophomore. He was able to penetrate the lane and really gave Baldwin a lot of issues defensively. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a couple of blocks in that first matchup for Jace Morning. So keep an eye on number 3 in red tonight as well. And then Cole McGrath, number 10, a 6'4" senior, offers them a little bit of size alongside McCullough, who's 6'3". He had 10 points and 3 rebounds the last matchup, did McGrath. So that's kind of a little bit of a scouting report on Ottawa. They've played 3 games this year that I kind of count as tight games that finish in 9 points or less. The difference, they are 3-0 in those games, obviously, undefeated. Baldwin's loss to Ottawa in the first matchup, they lost 61-52 down there. That was actually the tightest finished game up until the Ottawa game on Monday that they played all year. They were 0-1 in games that finished 9 points or less, the difference. And then they went to Eudora on Monday, beat the Cardinals by 7, and so they improved to 1-1 in that category. That Monday night in Eudora, the game, Baldwin did not shoot the ball very well, but they were able to play tough defense and kind of grind out a gritty win down there. They were up 17-10 at halftime, led by 10 after the third quarter, and were able to pull out a 7-point victory against the Cardinals as they improved to 15-2. Baldwin has now won 7 straight games, and they are still undefeated here at home. They lost 1 game in the BIT, but technically that's a neutral site game, even though it was a home game. Baldwin averaging 59 points per game, giving up 40 per game, and Ottawa averaging 64 points per game, giving up 42. So pretty even matchup here, and like I said, Baldwin lost by 9 the first time. They'll be looking for some revenge here at home inside the doghouse. In terms of this total series history, you go back to 2006, and Ottawa has pretty much dominated it 30-7. They lead the series. And last year they split it. Baldwin lost by 20 in Ottawa, and then in the rematch game here beat Ottawa by 2. So they'll try to do similar here tonight. Just getting started on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. We'll take a break, come back, and talk more about the keys to tonight's game, and then starting lineups and opening tip-off from Baldwin. The 15-2 Bulldogs taking on the 17-0 Ottawa Cyclones. More on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show after this.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Welcome back here on the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Let's go ahead and bring you some keys to the game here tonight, at least from my perspective, and feel free to chime in if you want here. Bryce, number 1 for me, pressure is a privilege, and I put that up there as this is a big-time game, some big-time high school basketball. Number 5 ranked Baldwin, number 1 ranked Ottawa, still undefeated, and you can't let that get to you to start the game. I know everybody's going to be fired up here. Baldwin looking for some revenge, and I think you just got to keep that under control, if you will, Bryce, and not be too wound up and sped up and turn it over carelessly and things like that. So that's number 1 for me. Number 2, clear the defensive boards. That's been something that has hurt Baldwin throughout the year. Teams I don't have the number here, but averaging quite a few offensive rebounds. Baldwin needs to do a little bit better job sometimes rebounding as a team and clearing the defensive boards and not letting some other teams get some extra possessions. And number 3, get to the free throw line. I say that because Baldwin only got there one time in Ottawa in that game. They were 1 of 1 from the line, but they definitely need to get to the line more often and try to attack, maybe get some of these Cyclones in foul trouble, and then go from there. But from your perspective, Bryce, what do you think is going to be Baldwin's thoughts here tonight?
Yeah, well, to your point on that last one, get to the free throw line. To me, a big key in this game is simply how is the game going to be officiated. And the more physical that the officiating staff allows this game to be, the more that favors Ottawa. And that's what we saw when they played down in Ottawa. That was a very physical game. You mentioned they only went to the line one time, and that's unheard of. And it wasn't because the teams weren't playing hard. It was just that the officials that night said, hey, let's let these guys play as 2 high-quality basketball teams. Let's let them decide what they're playing on the floor. And there's nothing wrong with that, but if that's the case, it does favor Ottawa in this matchup. So, to me, see how this game is going to be officiated tonight. If you're Baldwin, you hope that it won't be quite as physical. From a player's perspective, you went through all those guys for Ottawa that had good games. To me, the key is Carter Hepner. And the reason why he's the key to me is because I thought he did a tremendous job against Cooper Carr in that first matchup. And, anybody who watches Baldwin basketball knows that things run through Cooper. I mean, he is the heart and soul of this team. They've got a lot of good players, of course, around him. But when Cooper rolls, this team rolls. And Carter Hepner is a very good defender. So I don't care if he had 10 points or how many assists or whatever it was his defense, his on-ball defense. He's a strong, physical kid that really made it tough for Cooper to ever get much going. It was a struggle for Carr to just initiate anything, get downhill, get into that mid-range, be able to slash in there and create. So to me, that's the matchup to watch tonight. Can Cooper Carr create for this offense, or does Carter Hepner limit what he's able to do offensively again? That's the best matchup that's going to, in my opinion, determine this ball game tonight.
Yeah, Carter Hepner was all-league defensive team last year. To your point, he held Cooper to 14 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Cooper had 5 steals in that first matchup. Went 7 of 12 from the field, so he didn't shoot it terribly, but 0 of 3 from three-point range. And like I mentioned, never got to the free throw line, and that's kind of one thing for me. Like I mentioned earlier, Cooper needs to attack downhill, get to the free throw line, and then if you can get some Cyclones in foul trouble, that'll help out even more.
Well, it's the opportunities, right? And you mentioned, efficiency-wise, it was okay, but how many times in this year has Carr had 18 points and assists combined? That's a really low number for Cooper Carr. The amount of times he has the ball in his hands, or whether he's scoring it or creating buckets for other guys on this team, 18 points and assists, that's not going to cut it tonight. They're going to need more than that out of Cooper Carr. And again, it wasn't anything that Cooper really wasn't doing. It was just that Hepner, in my opinion, locked him down. He had a great game defensively, and so I'm intrigued to watch that matchup, and then also just intrigued to see how this game gets called, because the more physical, the more it favors Ottawa. But Baldwin's going to have to play through that, and Ottawa shot the ball really well also in that game. Let's not discount the fact that the Cyclones on their home floor, they were stroking it. They
8 of 15 from 3.
And that's 8 is already a good number, but then when you do it at an over 50% clip, I mean, that's shooting the lights out of it.
That's
and
wild.
So that's something that tonight you would expect on the road. In this environment, perhaps they don't shoot the ball quite as well, and that may allow Baldwin to make up that deficit of that 9 points that they fell in the first matchup.
It should be a fun one here tonight. Cooper coming off a good game in Eudora on Monday, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 steals. One note for Cooper, he is currently tied with his older brother Caleb at the in terms of the career steals numbers. If he gets one more steal tonight, he will be the all-time steals leader at Baldwin. He's already the all-time assist leader and is number 2 in points scored. So, like I said, should be a fun game tonight. We'll step aside and on the other side have the starting lineups and opening tip-off from Baldwin. Big-time high school basketball action coming your way on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back here. The pregame show has been brought to us by Baldwin State Bank. Time now for the starting lineups. I'll get those up on your screen for you, as well as the boys digital program, which is a QR code you can scan there and take you to the roster and some stats, photos, all kinds of goodies, even some records. As I mentioned earlier, Cooper approaching the all-time steals mark. So go ahead, check that QR code out, the boys basketball digital program. Typical starting five here on senior night for Baldwin. Gus Boyle, Cooper Carr, Ethan Smazel, Leo Schoenberger, Colton Collum, the five starters out there. 4 juniors and 1 senior. We've got 4 seniors on the squad here tonight. Is senior night. 6'4" senior Jace Hout. Also a 6'2" senior Garrett McLaughlin. We'll see him coming off the bench tonight. Hout's been pretty good off the bench as well. Also 6'1" senior Nick Johnson. We'll see him tonight. And then Gus Boyle, I should mention, he has now broke the record with charge taken in Ottawa. He is now the all-time leader in single-season charges taken at 13 of them. He broke the record that was set by Andrew Madel of 12. So congrats to Gus Boyle. Been sacrificing the body, and it's been great for Baldwin this year. Starters for Ottawa: Carter Hepner, Jace Morning, Cole McGrath, Caleb Hepner, and Aiden McCullough. One of the best starting fives surely in Class 4A around the state. This kind of has the feel, Bryce, of like a state tournament game here. This place is packed. You can feel the electricity around here. Student sections are full, and it should be a great atmosphere for basketball.
Now, both these teams are true teams. They've got guys that do all the little things on both sides of the floor, and you know, you have some teams that are really good because they just have an absolute superstar talent, and you have other teams that are really good because they've got 5 guys or more, when you talk about the guys coming off the bench as well, but that all do their part and make the team as a whole better. And you could say that about both these teams. They've got guys that'll defend. They've got guys, you just mentioned Gus Boyles, that'll step in there and take charges. They've got guys who are willing to battle on the glass and don't care if they only score 4 or 5 points tonight, but they're going to pull down 10 boards. And they've got shooters, and they've got guys who can create. I mean, this is a high-level basketball game tonight. It's going to be a fun one. You mentioned 2 of the top teams in the state, and can't wait to see how this one plays out tonight.
All right, so the pregame show is brought to us by Baldwin State Bank. The opening tip-off brought to us by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Go to baldwinrec.org. Check out all the special events they have coming up here soon. Baldwin going to be in their home white uniforms, the purple trim. Ottawa in their road reds with the white trim. These 2 teams split the series last year. Ottawa won by 20 down there in Ottawa, and then Baldwin beat them here by 2. Ottawa won the first game down there by 9 this year. We'll see what transpires here this evening.
And that was a game, you know, Baldwin, they were there the whole time, but they just never really ever had a grasp of that game. It was Ottawa that controlled it pretty much from the tip. So let's see if Baldwin can have a little better luck here tonight on their home floor. And like I said, how this game ultimately is called, meaning how much leverage that these officials give these players to play with tonight. And I don't say that as a critique of any sort on the officiating. It's just, it is a factor sometimes. And Ottawa wants to play this game physical. Baldwin wants to be able to have a little space to play.
So Ottawa got the tip-off, and Caleb Hepner was standing out of bounds, so they give it to Baldwin. Baldwin misses a 3 on their first possession, and here comes Ottawa. Jace Morning has it. He led the way for them, 17 points in the first matchup, and Ottawa turns it over. Smazel came away with it. Here comes Leo Schoenberger, Euro step and transition up off the glass, no good.
And those are the ones that the Bulldogs need to be able to capitalize on tonight. This is a strong half-court defensive team for Ottawa, so when you get those opportunities with numbers in transition off a turnover, you've got to finish.
Carter Hepner looking for Caleb in the corner, had it knocked out of bounds. Good hands there by Cooper Carr. Glad he could join us tonight. Ryan Hilmer alongside Bryce Kessler. Two of the top teams in Class 4A in the state. Ottawa, the top, still undefeated, the only undefeated team left. Hepner hands off to Morning. He'll stop and pop from the left elbow off back iron. Ethan Smozzle the rebound.
That's something I think we need to see out of Cooper Carr tonight, is that mid-range pull-up. He wasn't able to get all the way to the bucket the first time these two teams played. And if he can just stop, he's a really good stroke in that mid-range. And just what we saw there from Morning, Carr needs to do that exact same thing down on this end of the floor.
Carr has the ball in his hands right now. Right side, Collin posting up down there, wanting the basketball. Instead, they'll swing it left side. Ethan Smozzle got his drive shut off. Schoenberger, a drive and a kick, ends up with 2 seconds in Carr's hands. Has to put up a three at the buzzer. No good. Didn't touch the rim. A shot clock violation.
So this is the other thing that bogged down Baldwin in that first matchup, is too much dribbling and trying to create a breakdown in that zone, not enough passing. They got to get that ball skipped. They've got to move the ball fast if you want to break down this zone defense, and they had a little too much just watching and waiting for something to happen the first matchup, and kind of saw that again there on that possession.
Morning controls up top, now gets it off to Carter Hepner. Now McCullough in the corner. Trying to feed it inside to McGrath. Nice play by him to corral that thing. Little runner at the free throw line drops in there, and Ottawa starts this game off with the first lead. McGrath had 10 points in the first matchup, and Carr gets bumped and fouled.
So see, that would not have been called a foul the first time these two teams played, and that's going to benefit Baldwin. If that's going to be called a foul tonight, and I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but it's just a matter of how they're going to officiate. And if that's going to be a foul tonight, that's going to hurt Ottawa's chances, because Carter Hepner was able to do that all night long the first time and body up Cooper and just be a pest for him. And he's a strong defender, so that's one on him already.
Smozzle has it up top, back to Carr in the corner. Skip pass. Schoenberger gets double teamed down there on the baseline. Ends up in Carr's hands, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Cooper trying to get baseline. Had it knocked away momentarily. Collin going to try a three. That's no good. Morning the rebound. Morning runs over Boyle. They're going to call a blocking foul. Gus trying to add on to his record.
And that's a tough one there for Gus. Morning was a little bit out of control in the dribble, and definitely could have called that a charge, but a break for Ottawa. Another opportunity.
Baseline inbounds comes into McCullough, working on Schoenberger. Now they'll set something up with Morning up top. Got a fresh 35. McGrath thinking about a three. Collin lets him shoot it, and McGrath nails it. So a 5-0 start for Ottawa here on the road. Smozzle guarded closely by Morning, trying to bounce it inside to Collin. He's got a double team lurking. Nice skip pass. Cooper Carr open for three, just rolls out of there. Great effort though. Smozzle tips it out to Carr. Gets into the lane, up off the window and home.
And see, that's what they were not able to do in the first meeting, and so far not tonight. Penetrate, and they're able to do it off an offensive rebound this time. That's when Cooper's at his best.
Now a steal. Here comes Carr. They'll work it left side, and that's a steal from Carter Hepner. Here he comes the other way. Up and in transition. 7-2 start. That first bucket for Baldwin came off an offensive rebound. That's something they did do well in Ottawa. They had 18 offensive rebounds, but just 13 second chance points. So going to have to convert a few more of those extra possessions. Now Carr has it up top. Gets it to Smozzle. Looking to dump it inside around high post area. Collin Smozzle drives baseline. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Nice bounce pass from Carr to Schoenberger. You can see Ottawa, they like to play fast. Even on a make, they get that ball out and advance it quickly. Morning has it left side. Good job denying off the ball, and now Carter Hepner. At 10 points in the first meeting. 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Very efficient night, and he'll take his first shot here. A 3 off the mark. Gus Boyle the rebound. Carr stops, pops for 3. A little bit short. Now Morning going to hand it off to McCullough. Guarded tightly by Schoenberger. Does well to fight over a screen. Gives it off. Caleb Hepner. Nice pass. Finds McGrath inside the paint. McGrath already has 7 points.
Yeah, Baldwin did not help the helper right there. Schoenberger did a good job helping out on that initial penetration, but Collin did not get rolled around enough to help out Schoenberger.
Boyle open for 3, and he drilled it. Gus Boyle, a senior, pulls Baldwin within 2. Baldwin's first 3.
That's what you're going to need to win a game like this against an undefeated #1 team. You need some guys to step up and make some plays, get you some of those bonus points, if you will, with a guy like Gus Boyle on his senior night stepping up to knock down a big shot.
Boyle 3rd on the team and made 3s this year. That was his 14th. Hepner, Carter Hepner quickly the other way, put in 2 more for Ottawa. They lead back to 4. Schoenberger takes a lot of contact in the lane. Smozzle ends up with it. Gets baseline, kicks it up to Boyle. The 1 more to Collum in the corner. That's too strong. Knocked away by Smozzle and stolen. Inside, Schoenberger lays it in. Good find from Carr.
And that's like a fast break bucket almost, because you get that quick turnover after what Ottawa's thinking is an opportunity for them to run the other way. That's twice now that's happened for Baldwin. They've been able to score off of both of them.
Defense, the cry from the crowd. This is the loudest I have heard the doghouse in a while. Caleb Hepner hands it off to Morning.
Well, you mentioned, Ryan, that 30-7 disparity in the last, 20-plus years in this matchup between these two teams, favored by Ottawa. And I don't know how many of those times Ottawa's been the #1 ranked undefeated team this late in the season when they've had an opportunity here in the doghouse to play them, but it can't be that many of them. I know Ottawa's had some really good teams through those years, but the fact that you're this late in the season, still undefeated, ranked #1, I mean, this is an opportunity that is not lost on these Bulldog fans here tonight.
Carr controls out top, under 20 seconds on the shot clock. Give it to Boyle right side. Ottawa in that man-to-man defense, they like to get up in you and tight, force some turnovers. Smozzle right side will attack with that left hand down the lane, gets it to drop in there. That ties us up at 11. Quickly the other way, that last shot missed to end the first quarter, and a nice ending there, a 4-0 run for Baldwin to tie this game up at 11 as we head to quarter number 2. A fun start here. Stay buckled in. More Bulldog basketball after this.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Back here, start of quarter number 2 from the Doghouse in Baldwin City. Good little mini 4-0 run by Baldwin in the first quarter ties us up for the first time at 11. And now Logan Scott into the game. Good to see him out there. He has missed the last 7 games out with a back injury. It's a good time to get Scott back in the lineup. A long-range shooter, has a good stroke. He has it here left side. Thought about a 3. Instead, we'll get it up to McLaughlin, who's also into the game. Leo going to set a screen here for Collum, trying to open him up on the block. Instead, McLaughlin with 2 seconds has to get a shot up. Won't hit the rim, and a shot clock violation for the second time here tonight. Maybe a little bit too patient offensively there, Bryce.
Well, Ottawa switches back and forth from their zone defense to their man defense. And when you're in the shot clock era, as we are now, it can, even if it takes you 8 seconds to kind of diagnose, okay, we got to switch up what offense we're running. I mean, that can really eat into that shot clock. And then that zone's tough to penetrate. You can't get inside of it. They're long, they're active. So they're a tough matchup for any offense.
McCullough missed it, but got it back. A second chance here for Ottawa. Into the game, Caden Turner, senior, gets a runner to drop in there. Gives Ottawa the lead back. Scott, go ahead.
I was going to say, there you go. The last time down, they never really flashed to that high post area. They're trying to get inside that zone. Of course, they do here, and it looked like it was going to help, but then Schoenberger had it knocked away.
And miscommunication defensively from Baldwin. McCullough able to slither right through the lane, lay it home, and Scott fouled him. A chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that looked like the result of letting the previous possession affect the next possession, and you can't have that happen in a game like this because Ottawa's not going to let up. They're going to keep coming at you. There's a reason they're 17-0, and the turnover on the one to the floor, it looked like Baldwin kind of was, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but just letting that kind of linger on him instead of just turning the page. And it's next possession, let's go. This is going to be a game where everything's not going to go well. It's not that type of a night because you're playing such a good opponent. So you have to just quickly move on from the negative things and make your own good luck in a game like this.
McCullough misses the and one free throw. Carr comes away with the rebound. To me, that was kind of just one of those mental mistakes that you can't afford to have. I think maybe a little bit of miscommunication on who's guarding who, but good play here as Boyle finds Schoenberger down low, and he lays it in. He's got 6 points tonight.
And if you can get the bottom of that zone posted up, above that bottom block, that gives you a target to throw that lob into. They've not been able to get that opportunity very many times.
Here's Hayden Hull, controls it for the first time in the corner, the junior. They'll work it up top to Morning. Gets down the left side of the lane and lays it in. That's a nice play by Jace Morning, just a sophomore.
Well, a really fast first step going left. And I think he just kind of caught Cooper off guard, not expecting him to go that quickly on that first step left to the bucket.
Schoenberger breaks the pressure and gets all the way to the bucket and lays it home. Leo's got 8 points already. Morning quickly the other way. Finds Hayden Hull in the corner. He'll try a 3, in and out. Battle for the rebound. Carr comes away with it, and a foul gets whistled.
I think they're going to get this on.
I think it's going to be on Baldwin.
Well, I thought so as well, but they're actually calling it against Ottawa in this case. It's going to go on Caden Turner. And that, at first, I was with you, and it looked like the official initially even signaled that way, but that's fortunate there for Baldwin that on a little kind of a tie-up. I thought that was one you could probably just kind of let it go, kind of an incidental tie-up, but certainly it went Baldwin's way.
First personal foul on Turner, first team foul as well. Carr initiates the offense to Schoenberger, gets it back right side.
Yeah, here's now you got that switch. You got Hepner off of him, so there you go. Go to work.
Ends up in Boyle's hands. He's made one. That one was off the mark. A nice hustle there, an offensive board. Leo Schoenberger. Baldwin get a second crack at it.
Clear it out here. Let Cooper go to work one-on-one on this matchup.
Fresh 35. You don't have to rush. Cooper gets it back here. Guarded by Hull. Now Smazel gets it back to Cooper. Needs to attack down the right side of the lane. Had it blocked. Gets it back up and in. Ties us up for the second time. Carter Hepner trying to bounce it into Cole McGrath. Hands it off to Hayden Hull. Stop and pop from the mid-range, no good. Schoenberger, his second rebound. Smazel bounces it inside on the block. Leo Schoenberger turns, fires to the corner. McLaughlin. Now Boyle, a nice pump fake. Opens up Smazel in the corner. A little bit short on the three. And a foul on the rebound. It's either going to be Schoenberger or McLaughlin.
I think they got McLaughlin, I believe, on a hold there.
Yep, you're right. First personal, second team foul. Logan Scott checking back in for Gus Boyle. McLaughlin will also sit down. Colton Collum back into the game. So 4 of the 5 starters and Logan Scott out there. Now the officials going to come together, talk about something. Leo coming to the bench. Wonder what this could be about.
I think the shot clock should be down a little bit from 35. It resets at 35. Ottawa had possession there for a couple of seconds anyway, and then that foul was committed. Is that what they're looking at? No. I guess with the foul commitment, then that's why it would go back. So I don't know. It looked like I thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they were confirming that it was on McLaughlin. I'm not sure, but either way, here we go. Morning will walk it up. This game tied at 17. Baldwin has yet to have a lead. Caleb Hepner kicks it out. Aiden McCullough, 3 in the corner. A nice strong rebound there. Cooper Carr. Up ahead to Schoenberger. Collum trying to get some good position down there. Turns over that right shoulder and gets fouled.
Able to initiate the offense there before Ottawa really had a chance to pack back into that zone and set things up. And Collum did a good job of doing his work early, posting early, and looking in there. Smazel getting the ball.
First 2 free throws of the game for Baldwin. Collum leads the team in free throw percentage, 83% free throw shooter.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan, but Baldwin, I don't believe, ever had a lead down there in Ottawa. I think they played from behind the entire game.
Yep,
so
I think you're absolutely right.
Now they've got a lead. It is only 1, but you know this is going to be a close game. So, I mean, even a 3, 4, 5-point lead feels like a big lead in a game like this. So now that they've grasped a hold of that lead, let's see if they can build on it.
Second shot no good from Collum. Hit the first shot, though, and so like you said, Bryce, Baldwin has their first lead of the game on a 5-0 run right now. McGrath has it in the corner, guarded by Collum. Approaching 3 minutes to play in the first half. Hole spins back middle, gives it off to McGrath, trying to power his way down the lane and traveled. Fourth Ottawa turnover. Carter Hepner back into the game, replaces Hole. Baldwin trying to add on to that 1-point lead. Full court pressure, trapping defense here from Ottawa. They do trap Carr, and not a very good spot. Gets it off to Scott, now Schoenberger. .13 on the shot clock. So initiated from the high post. Get a flex cut from Smazel. Nice job to get it out to Scott. Now Leo will attack down the left side of the lane. Throws up a wild shot, no good. Not a great possession from Baldwin there. Here's Caleb Hepner. Kicks it up top to Carter Hepner, and that's good. His first 3 of the game. Give him 7 points. Ottawa takes the lead back. Timeout, I believe.
Not kickball.
Nope, kickball. So Baldwin going to keep it. It's like a little bit like a 3/4 court pressure here. 1-2-2 trapping. Nice job that time. They get it to Schoenberger. Almost stole it, did Ottawa. Instead, it ends up in Smazel's hands. He was open for 3, missed it. Great effort by Logan Scott. Earns Baldwin another opportunity. Carr gets fouled on the floor. First personal foul on Caleb Hepner. It's the third team foul. Boyle and McLaughlin check back in. Leo trying to get it in, does nicely. A bounce pass to Carr, who had it rejected by McGrath. Here comes Ottawa in transition. Mourning blows by and gets to the rim, couldn't finish. McLaughlin the rebound. Good break for Baldwin there, down by 2. Can tie or take the lead. McLaughlin looking for the lead from the corner, that's no good. Carr tips the rebound to himself, up, gets fouled. Boy, Cooper's been active on the glass tonight, 4 offensive rebounds. He's got 6 total. Mentioned that's something that Baldwin did well in Ottawa, 18 offensive rebounds. Here's Cooper to the line for his first 2. Knocks down the first shot. He's got 5 points, 6 boards. Can tie us up at 20. He does just that. A timeout taken by Ottawa. Baldwin 3 of 4 from the free throw line as we are tied up for the 3rd time of the game at 20 apiece. Give me a chance to remind you that our presenting sponsor here on Baldwin Sports Live is Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Shad and Penny Sheldon are your Baldwin City area brokers, and they'd like to invite you to escape to the Appanoose Creek Oasis. This stunning 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom barn dominium sits on 21 acres of open land, perfect for farming or recreation. At over 3,100 square feet, it offers an open concept and is the perfect blend of comfort and rural charm. To learn more or schedule a tour, go to HaydenOutdoors.com or call 785-821-2666. Got a minute and 10 left on the first half clock here. Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime report will follow the end of the first half. Three ties, 2 lead changes so far. Mourning crosses the timeline for Ottawa, gives it off to McGrath. Leo almost knocked that handoff away. McCullough gathered it in. Tipped away. Boyle almost came up with it. It's still loose. 8 on the shot clock. Carter Hepner, a mid-range shot, no good. Leo Schoenberger the rebound. About a 3-second differential between the shot and the game clock, so Baldwin can essentially hold for the final shot of the first half here. Once again, it would be big as Baldwin 13-0 this year when they lead at halftime, 1-2 when they don't. Now under 10 seconds on the shot clock. 7, we'll see, needs to attack. Carr comes off a screen, steps back, gonna try a 3, that's no good, but the putback is good from Colton Collum. Johnny on the spot. And that gives Baldwin the lead heading into the break.
I think Ottawa almost felt like that shot from Carr was at the end of the half, not the end of the shot clock, and they kind of just got caught, stopped and watching, and Colum did not stop and watch. He went after there and gets that big putback. So good job playing to that final horn right there, and Ottawa a little bit of a lapse right there on the mental side, cost them 2 points.
Pretty tight first half. The first quarter ended knotted up at 11. Baldwin wins the second quarter 11-9, and they take a 2-point lead into the half. We'll have the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up after this break.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. With customized insurance plans and comprehensive financial planning, Kelly and his team will help increase your confidence in your overall financial well-being. Come meet the team at their new office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street or give them a call at 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being a part of the community in which we serve. Our roots run deep within Baldwin City, and our commitment is deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we are here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for 131 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City. We've made it to halftime of the boys game, a 2-point Baldwin lead, 22-20. The halftime show is brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld. Kelly and his team are there to help you protect what matters most. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting or stop by the office in downtown Baldwin City at 714 8th Street to see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Back and forth, first half, 3 ties, 3 lead changes. We'll go through the first half numbers. We'll start with the Ottawa Cyclones. They were led by a couple of guys in that first half. Carter Hepner hit a 3. He finished with 7 points in that first half. Cole McGrath also hit a 3, finished with 7 points. Jace Morning had 2 points. Caden Turner had 2, and Aiden McCullough had 2. They turn it over 4 times as a team, go 0 of 1 from the free throw line and knock down 2 3-pointers, does Ottawa. As for Baldwin, their first half numbers shake out like this. August Boyle hit a 3 for his 3 points. Had 1 rebound and a nice assist as well. Cooper Carr, 6 points, 6 rebounds. 4 of those 6 rebounds offensive boards. Also a couple of nice assists from Cooper tonight. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Ethan Smozzle, 2 points and a rebound. Leo Schoenberger, a nice first half, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 of those offensive. Colton Collum, 3 points and 2 rebounds, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Baldwin turned it over 4 times as a team. Both squads turned it over 4 times in that first half, and Baldwin goes 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and they knock down just the 1 3-pointer from August Boyle. So a 2-point lead at the half, 22-20. We'll step aside on the halftime show and come back with more. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here to Baldwin City, Kansas. We're at the half, 22-20. The Bulldogs have the lead. We'll get Bryce's thoughts on the first half here in a second, but first I want to pop up our upcoming broadcast schedule, let you know what's coming up next. On Monday, Baldwin will head to Tonganoxie. That's a makeup game from this past week. They're supposed to play on Tuesday, and then that snowstorm came and ruined everything. So the Bulldogs back on the road next week. They'll go to Tonganoxie Monday. That'll be a simulcast from the Tonganoxie Sports Live channel. And then on Friday, the regular season rounds up with Baldwin in Bonner Springs to take on the Braves. Bonner Springs has a good team this year as well, so that'll be another fun game for the boys. 5:40 the pre-games on those, 6 o'clock the approximate tip-off time. You can go to varsitysportslive.com for more information. You can also find our upcoming broadcast schedule in the Maple Weekly. It's your local weekly newspaper with the latest community news and events, features stories, local sports, history, and more. Subscribe for only $5 a month or $50 for the full year. Subscribe now to your local weekly newspaper at baldwinmaple.com. So, all right, Bryce, what are some of your takeaways from a very competitive and a back-and-forth first half? Baldwin did finish that first half on a 9-3 run to take a 2-point lead into the half, and they'll be looking to add on to that.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what we were hoping for, right? A great game between two great teams, and what more could you ask for? A one-possession game halfway through. I hope it comes down to the very last possession of this game. For me, being selfish, I want this thing to, every one of these possessions to matter right down to the very last one. But it was a well-played first half by both these teams, two good basketball squads. I thought the game was not to be quite as physical as the first time around, which, again, that helps Baldwin. Ottawa, as kind of to be expected, didn't shoot the ball as well as they did in that first matchup in this first half, but there's a whole half of basketball to go, and either one of these teams can get hot and put up points in a hurry if the other lets it happen. So you've got to be mentally focused every single possession for this final 16 minutes of basketball, because if you blink, if you let up for a little bit, just like we saw in the very final possession, a putback by Colton Collin when Ottawa may have thought, hey, there's only 1 second, 2 seconds left when that shot went up, like, hey, we've reached the half. No, there's 2 seconds left. You got to play all the way every second of this ball game. Two teams that are really wanting the victory here tonight.
Yeah, it's been a fun one so far. Baldwin with a 2-point lead. Halftime show has been brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for a personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team are proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they would love to support you and your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. Just about set for the second half here. Baldwin, as I mentioned earlier, 13-0 this year when they have the halftime lead, so we'll see if that trend continues here. 1-2 when they they trail at halftime. There's been one time this year where they were tied going into the second half, but see if that trend continues here.
Not all halftime leads are created equal, Ryan, and this one is about as none of a lead as you can have in a game like this, because this is, again, likely going to come right down to the wire, but you certainly like to be up by 2 as opposed to down by 2 in a matchup like this. So a great second half of basketball in store.
Ottawa starting the second half with possession, and they turn it over. Trying to feed McCullough inside there. Great interior defense. Leo Schoenberger down there. 5th Ottawa turnover.
I mentioned it in the first half at one point too, but this is the type of game also that even a 5 or 6 point lead can feel like a big lead for the team that's down, because it's just that hard to make up ground against an opponent like this. Either way you look at it, both sides.
A little give and go there. Leo had it down low. It ends up in Smozzle's hands, left side. We'll back up top to Boyle and get it in Carr's hands. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bounced it to Collum and turned it over. McCullough comes away with it in transition, lays it home with the right hand.
And I thought that was just maybe a little bit of a lazy pass to the high post right there, and McCullough does a good job jumping it.
Our fourth tie of the game here, tied up at 22 apiece. And now again, don't see a lot of that from Cooper. And fortunately for Baldwin, goes out of bounds and they'll retain possession.
Yeah, I got fortunate there. I thought Collin may have been able to be called for a trip there. McCullough going for that loose ball, but fortunately for Baldwin, it's just out of bounds and the Bulldogs retain a possession.
Now Carr going to go to work. Carter Hepner bothering him again. Gets it back. Now McGrath's on him. Switched off McCullough. Got a switch down on the big there. Collum working against Hepner. Couldn't get it to him. Instead, the shot clock's going to run out. Third shot clock violation of the game for Baldwin.
And you don't see many of those for the Bulldogs. They're a team that, in most cases, you don't even need a shot clock for.
Yeah.
They play fast enough, they don't need a shot clock on them. But this Ottawa defense, especially when they fall into the zone, they're having much better luck when they get them on possessions where they've switched into their man. But when they go back into that zone, it's causing Baldwin some fits. It did when they were down in Ottawa earlier this year as well. The ball's just sticking too much when they're in that zone. The passes, they've got to be crisper and they've got to be faster.
There's a steal. Leo Schoenberger comes away with it, and he gets fouled by McGrath. Second foul on him, first team foul. Yeah, I think at times Baldwin passes up too many good shots looking for that great shot, and sometimes you just got to take that good shot and attack the glass if you miss it, but hope that it goes in.
And a lot of times they can get away with that because they are good enough against most defenses that they do eventually get to that great shot.
Yep.
But you're right, sometimes against a defense of this caliber, that shot when it's there, you've got to be willing to take it. And so far tonight, they haven't really hit many of those outside shots, so nobody's really playing with a bunch of, or shooting with a bunch of confidence from the outside right now. You know, Gus knocked down that early three for him. I don't know if they've made another three, have they?
That's been it. 1-3 tonight from Ottawa, one from Baldwin, 2 from Ottawa.
And again, sometimes it doesn't have to be threes. Like right there, pull up from 15 and knock down that shot. You know, I know basketball has turned into a game. It's like layups and threes, right? You see that at every level. But that mid-range game, especially in this matchup, I think can be there if they're willing to take it.
Nice spin move there on the block from Leo Schoenberger. He got fouled, couldn't quite finish it, but 2 shots coming up here for Leo. 55% free throw shooter, but take that with a grain of salt. He was about a 40% free throw shooter, you know, a few weeks ago. He has really improved and has been knocking down a lot of these lately. Knocks down the first shot there. Nine points tonight for Leo. Baldwin takes the 1-point lead back. Knocks them both down. Baldwin 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Have a 2-point lead. There's also the 3rd personal foul on McGrath, so keep an eye on that. Caleb Hepner for 3 in the corner, knocks it down. And Ottawa now has the 1-point lead. 4 ties, 5 lead changes. Back and forth we go. High post area, Schoenberger attacks, kicks it out. Carr for 3, no good. Collum right there for an offensive rebound. Working against Hull, can he put it up and in? He does. Here comes Ottawa the other way. Get it up top, Carter Hepner. Hull now, Hepner. Into McCullough. Morning finds himself open for 3. Off back iron, no good. Smozzle the rebound. Baldwin trying to add on to that 1-point lead. Instead, they turn it over for the 7th time, and here comes Caleb Hepner. Couldn't finish in transition. Good defense and a rebound from Schoenberger. Here comes Carr quickly the other way. Spins, gets a lot of contact, up and in. Baldwin now with a 3-point lead. Carr has 8 points, 6 boards tonight.
And that's the best way to attack the defense, right? Do it before they even have a chance to get set up.
Midway through the 3rd quarter. They'll bounce it down to McCullough. Great job by Collum coming in and digging away. Carr comes away with it. Cooper drives baseline, gets shut off. Nice job by Leo to corral that. Carr fakes on the 3. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another long possession here for Baldwin. Do they recognize it? 5 seconds. Carr from the mid-range, no good. Offensive rebound though, Smozzle comes away with it. Bounce pass to Schoenberger, up and in.
Losing his footing and everything, able to still get his eyes up on the rim and finish it.
What a play from Leo. Nice bounce pass into him as well. 5-point lead, the largest of the night for Baldwin. Currently on a 6-0 run. Hayden Hull for 3 in the corner. That's short. Collum the rebound. Baldwin can extend that lead out even further. You'd like to have a little bit of breathing room going into that 4th quarter. There's a mid-range jumper that just crawled in and out for Carr.
Yeah, I like that shot though.
Yeah. That's his sweet spot, that 15-foot area around the free throw line, the elbows. We've seen Cooper pull up from there and hit a lot of them this year. Now Caleb Hepner tries a 3, ends up well short. Hayden Hull the offensive board though, and he gets fouled by Collum. It's his first personal, first team foul. Hull going to go to the free throw line. Only the 2nd and 3rd free throws of the game for Ottawa. Timeout taken by Baldwin. Each team has now used 1 timeout. Give me a chance to remind you that the timeouts this year brought to us by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a family-owned company right here in Baldwin City. They service many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more. With state-of-the-art machine tools, Rice Precision provides a great work environment that offers excellent pay and competitive benefits. It is the perfect place to start your next career. So find out more by emailing jobs@rice-precision.com. Pretty good quarter so far from Baldwin. They're winning it 8-5. They have extended that 2-point halftime lead out to 5. This is their largest lead of the game, currently on a 6-0 run.
Yeah, I thought the Bulldogs were 1 bucket away from a timeout probably being called by Ottawa there. If Carr knocks down that 15-foot pull-up, you probably get a timeout out of Ottawa to stop that momentum, but they were able to get the stop. Now they're at the free throw line. A couple of big free throws coming up here for Hull out of this timeout to try and end this little run that the Bulldogs are on. And, you know, not often do you talk about 6-point runs being runs, but in a game like this, that is. And that's as much of a run as anybody has had. It's the largest lead that anybody's had in this game tonight. So some big free throws coming out of this timeout for Hull. Try to reward his own effort, getting that offensive rebound.
Yeah, Hull had 3 points, knocked down a 3-pointer in that first matchup, looking for his first points here tonight. Good on the first. Knocks them both down. Makes it a 3-point lead for the Dogs. 2:15 to play, 3rd quarter. Schoenberger from the elbow. Gives it back to Carr, right side. He gets to his spot, now bounces it into Schoenberger. Tried to force it a little bit. Now Scott turns it over. He was looking for a backdoor cut to Carr. Instead, here come the Hepners. Caleb from Carter. A little bit short and a big, strong rebound, Leo Schoenberger. Collum gets middle as that pass tipped away. 1:40 on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. Leo gets it inbounds to Collum. A good defensive play that time. Caleb Hepner coming away with the steal. 9 Baldwin turnovers. Carter Hepner gets down the right side of the lane, throws up a shot that's no good. Scott the rebound. Leo, nice high-low into Collum. Had it blocked down there. I think that was Hepner. Now Collum, a second crack at it. Up and in off the window. 7 points, 5 rebounds. Baldwin got it back. Carr up and in, counted in the foul.
Well, mark down that sequence right there, Ryan, and we come back when this ball game's all said and done. It's 4, and Carr's going to have a chance to make it 5 points here at the free throw line, and all because of effort. Collum's effort to get blocked, maybe get fouled, who knows, but to stay with it, not just, not look for a bailout, not look for a complaint about maybe he got fouled, maybe he didn't. He stayed with it, got the 2, and then Cooper on the steal and the finish. Now he's going to get an extra chance because of the lane violation there by Hepner.
Wow, what a sequence of events there. Like you said, a big momentum swing for Baldwin. It'd help a lot if Cooper can knock this one down. He's got 10 points. And give him 11. Crawls in there. 35-27, an 8-point lead. The largest from either squad here this evening. Hepner kicks it out to Hull, open in the corner for 3, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Ottawa, and a second crack at it with the shot clock off. Carter Hepner controlling out top, has 7 points. Him and McGrath both have 7 to lead the way for Ottawa. Schoenberger going to back off, let him hold for the last shot. 7 seconds. And good foul there. Baldwin with 3 fouls to give.
Yeah, no reason not to. I mean, unless you're in individual foul trouble, you don't want to do that, but that's Leo's first, so that's not an issue there. And don't let Hepner be in rhythm there. Now all of a sudden, Ottawa's going to feel a little more rushed when they're initiating with 5 seconds on an inbound, as opposed to Hepner being able to stand out there and size it all up.
Smozzle checks in defensively for Schoenberger. Hepner gets it into McGrath. He'll attack down the left side of the lane, kick it out. Caden Turner for 3, and that's good. That's a big shot for Ottawa to end the third quarter. The 4th 3 of the game for the Cyclones, and they pull within 5 as we head to the final quarter of play, 35-30. Baldwin on top. You're watching Bulldog basketball presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Back here inside the doghouse, Baldwin City, Kansas. Start of quarter number 4, a 5-point Baldwin lead. Ottawa will start with possession. Hepner, Caleb Hepner trying to get baseline, gives it off to McGrath, and now Carter Hepner. Give it back to Carter. A little stagnant possession here to start the 4th for Ottawa. Now 7 seconds on the shot clock. Carter going to try to create. Gets it off to McGrath in the corner. Good defense out there, but wow, what a shot. McGrath knocks it down.
Now for a possession, as you mentioned, just never looked like it had any type of positive momentum to it. To end with 3 points for Ottawa was huge, but I go back to that 15-second interchange there late in that 3rd quarter for Baldwin when they get the 2 from Collin, the steal by Carr, and the 2 in the free throw. I mean, how big is that looming right now?
And that could be a big break for Baldwin there. They turn it over for the 10th time, but getting tripped up was McCullough. He lost it out of bounds. So Baldwin will keep the possession or get it back. About a minute into this 4th quarter, a chance to add on to their 2-point lead. Baldwin +5 the last 2 quarters after the first ended up knotted up at 11. Boyle attacks from up top, gets it off to Smazel, and he was on the line, so out of bounds, the 11th Baldwin turnover.
Bulldogs just need a deep breath right here. That big shot by Caden Turner to end the 3rd quarter certainly swung a little momentum back to the Cyclones after Baldwin had put a stranglehold on that momentum late in that 3rd quarter. So they need to stop here and try to get that momentum back to the guys in white.
Baldwin's done a great job on Jace Morning here tonight. He has only 2 points, had 17 in that first matchup. Here he has it, gets into the lane, gets it off to McCullough in amongst the trees down there, tipped up in the air and stolen. Cooper Carr comes away with it.
There's
the all-time.
Sorry,
here we go.
Cooper. Say, there's the stop they need. Now they got to come away with some points right here on this possession.
Yeah, no. Cooper officially now the all-time steals leader. What a player he has been here in Baldwin. But he'd like nothing more than to finish this game out on top. I think they're saying Schoenberger has some blood on him, maybe?
Yeah, looking at it anyway, it looks like on his hand, the top side of his hand.
Here comes AD and athletic training extraordinaire, Gary Stavanis.
Nothing little tape can't fix.
That's right. Spit on it, put some tape on it, and get back in there.
I tell you what, you're going to have to do more than that to get Leo out of the game in a game like this. He's not going to want to come off the floor.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Got that figured out. Starting 5 on the floor for Baldwin right now. 6 minutes to play in this game. Going to be a good finish. Smazel was trying to get it inside. Good interior defense from Ottawa down there. Smazel gets it off to Carr, 13 on the shot clock. Cooper spins into the lane, a fadeaway shot drops in there.
That is just a bucket getter right there. Sometimes you just have to have somebody willing to just put the ball in their hands and go get your team a bucket. There was nothing really there on that whole offensive possession. Cooper able to make something out of it and get 2 big points for the Bulldogs.
Morning here from the far corner, gets into the lane. Cooper Carr going to get called for a reach-in foul there. It's only his first personal, so no foul trouble here. First team foul as well. Nobody has more than 1 personal foul for Baldwin, I believe.
And for Ottawa, too, I think McGrath's the only guy for either team that is in any kind of foul trouble.
Yeah, McGrath does have 3, you're right. Here comes Morning trying to get down the lane. Takes a lot of contact, a hard fall, and he'll get a couple of free throws. See who they whistled there. It's going to go against Carr again. 2 quick fouls on Cooper. Now Jace Morning, he was 3 of 4 from the line the first matchup. First time he'll be there tonight.
And Mourning might have had a chance to actually finish that had he kept it in the right hand. Of course, he's a lefty, so his strong hand is his left. That's what he tried to get that ball back into his left hand there, but he took the ball right into the defenders as opposed to keeping it out there with the right hand.
Misses both there.
Turns out to be a very good foul for Baldwin.
Ottawa only 2 of 5 from the free throw line. I know that's only 3 misses, but every point is very important in a game like this.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we expected this game to come right down to the wire. It has been neck and neck from the tip. Every possession, every opportunity matters big time tonight.
Baldwin goes high-low and then kick it out to Carr. Look at that move. Gets inside. The little up and under layup wouldn't go. Scooper.
And see, this is what Cooper was not able to do in that first matchup, is kind of just put himself into control and take over. And we've seen that the last couple of possessions, and that's what you have to do at this juncture of the game. Somebody's got to put the team on their back and try to make some plays. And Cooper initiating that offense, and just the effort from everybody, both ends of the floor, both teams tonight, has been outstanding.
Cooper 4 of 5 from the line tonight, looking to add one more and make it 15 points. He does just that. 6-point Baldwin lead, 4:35 left. Open for 3, Caleb Hepner. No good. He does get the long rebound back, though. Now Mourning's going to step into a 3, and he drills it.
They had a lapse on defense there that gave Hepner the wide open look. They dodged the ball on that first one, on that great look by Hepner, but the offensive rebound cost them.
Now Ottawa has 6 threes made. Baldwin just 1. And they turn it over. McCullough comes away with it in transition. The right hand. And I think that's going to be a goaltend. Great effort from Collum coming from behind.
Yeah, love the effort. I think they get the call right, though. It appeared to me anyway, just watching it through my little lens on the screen here, that ball was either on the way down or may have even come off the glass already. So good effort, though, certainly by Collum to try and chase that one down.
Baldwin's got to control the turnovers, though. Now they have a dozen of them.
Well, and the last several anyway, there's just not enough on those passes. They're just being a little too lackadaisical trying to get that ball into the high post. You got to really snap that ball in there if you're going to get it past this defense. Another lazy pass right there that they got away with, but then they don't.
Yeah, Scott gets called for a travel. Now 2 turnovers in a row, 13 on the game now.
And the turnover goes against Scott there, but really to me it was the pass from Schoenberger that was just such a lazy pass there that kind of put Scott in the bad position. So unfortunate for Scott, but those are the things that this now here with under 4 to go. I mean, you can't afford possessions like that.
Yeah, every possession going to be important here on out. Mourning drives baseline, gets fouled, up and in, count it. Chance for one more. And right now, Ottawa has all the momentum on a 7-0 run. They have taken the lead back, our 7th lead change.
And the last 2 buckets have been the result of turnovers and an offensive rebound. That's all 3 of these buckets in this 7-0 run have been a turnover to a layup, goaltend, but a layup. The offensive rebound that led to the second chance 3, and now another turnover resulting in 2 and a chance at the line to make that 3, and he does.
So Mourning knocks it down, make it 8 points for him tonight, 41-39. Carr gets pushed in the backcourt. Now keep an eye on the team fouls. That's the 3rd. Both teams now have 3. First personal foul on Hayden Hull. So each team 1 more foul to give, and then into the bonus. 3:30 left on the clock. Carr will walk it up.
Let's see if Carr calls his own number again, Ryan.
Trailing by 2. Cooper has 15 points tonight, the lead all scorers. Leo's had a good game as well. He's got a dozen. He'll dump it in to Collum, who got fouled from behind. So that's the last foul to give.
And that was really just the result of the switch right there. Hepner, the smaller defender, not the guy that they want guarding Collum, but because of that switch, he was forced to just get a little physical to try to root him out of there, and it's that 3rd personal.
Yeah, so now Caleb Hepner has 3, Cole McGrath has 3. We'll get it into Collum and work it up to Boyle. Collum trying to post up, gets it at the elbow, and turns it over. Here comes Morning the other way. They'll pull it out and work some clock. Under 3 minutes to play. McCullough had it ripped away. Carr comes away with it. Here comes Baldwin. And Carr gonna get trapped in the corner. Maybe it's time for a timeout here to regroup. They get it back in Cooper's hands. Now shovel it off to Leo Schoenberger. Approaching 2.5 minutes to play. Now this is pressure time, winning time. Carr on the block. They bounce it to him down there. He was in amongst the trees, too far under the basket. Away comes Ottawa, and here's McCullough the other way. Baldwin still has one foul to give. Next Ottawa foul will put Baldwin at the line. Big defensive possession here. And a timeout called by Ottawa. Their second timeout. They'll have 3 remaining, and we'll take it with them. More Bulldog basketball coming up after this break on Baldwin Sports Live.
New charges related to insurance fraud and theft.
Ripping off about 90 homeowners. Stewart ripped him off.
The roofing industry is rough these days. Hometown Construction is Baldwin City's very own hometown solution for roofing and siding needs. We know there's more important things than just money. We give detailed estimates and on-site supervision during all projects. We focus on one job at a time so that you have our undivided attention. Contact us today. Go Bulldogs!
.203 left on the clock. A 2-point lead for Ottawa, 41-39. Baldwin, I believe at least 3 of the last 4 possessions have ended in turnovers. Like you mentioned earlier, Bryce, just some of those are ill-advised, just lazy passes. Got to crisp these things up here late. 2 minutes left. All we could have asked for from this game, though. Number 1 at number 5. Ottawa still undefeated at 17-0. Here's Morning, kicks it out to Hull. Now Carter Hepner. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Morning gets into the lane. The runner off the window drops. He's got 10 points now. A 10-0 Ottawa run. Baldwin gets it to Carr. Now bounces it to Leo right side. Drives baseline, Baldwin turn it over again. Morning gets into the lane. A lot of contact down there. And a charge is called. A late call, but Baldwin will take it.
Yeah, Ottawa is understandably upset because that call did come in so late. Now, I think they get the call right, and I'm not saying that just because we're on the Baldwin broadcast of this thing. I mean, it felt like a charge. The call was certainly very late. Now, doesn't mean it wasn't right, it wasn't wrong, but you can understand why the Ottawa crowd did not appreciate that call, but a break that Baldwin has to take advantage of. You only have so many opportunities left here with a minute to go. This is one of those. Instead of down 6, you're only down 4. Turn this back into a one-possession game.
They dump it down to Collum, and they call Colton for the foul. He pushed off.
Yeah, and he did. You know, again, kind of a wily veteran move there by Collum to try to create that space, but unfortunately it was so open, there was no traffic down there that it was pretty easy to see there for the official.
Tough break for Baldwin. Baldwin is into the bonus. Both teams will be in the bonus. The next foul.
Now, if you're going to play this out defensively, which it looks like Baldwin is, that's fine, but you have to get the stop here. This has got to be your best defensive possession of the night right here.
You can bet Ottawa going to use all the clock they can.
And that's what you can't do, though. If you're going to play it out, you got to play it out without fouling, because now you reset that shot clock, and so now you're down to just a 10-second difference in a 4-point ball game. So now you have no choice. I mean, it's going to put them at the line here, but if you're going to do that, do that early.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Baldwin. I understand Gus trying to jump the passing lane there and get a steal. Now you got to start hoping for some missed free throws, and Jace Morning missed 2 free throws earlier. He's 1 for 3 from the line.
Well, look, even if you make them, you're still talking a 2-possession game here. I don't think you have to settle for 3 yet. 45 seconds. You can make this a long 45 seconds by putting them at the free throw line. So you don't necessarily have to come down and chuck a 3 up here, even if you go down 6, but you have to score. You've got to either get something quick, 2 or 3, it doesn't matter, but you can't take much time here.
Morning now has a dozen, 45-39. Baldwin looking to get it back into this game. Time starting to tick away.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to get something up here. You can't let this clock keep ticking away.
Smozzle had it knocked away and stolen. Here comes Ottawa in transition. McCullough lays it in again. And that has happened way too many times here in this fourth quarter for Baldwin.
All right, now you need the 3. You got to get 3 points out of his.
Smozzle open for that 3 in the corner. Too strong, can't get it, hold a rebound, and a run out. Ottawa has the numbers, but they will hold it. And it looks like they're going to come away with a big-time road victory here in Baldwin. They come from behind, down 6 in the fourth quarter, and come back, finish the game on a 14-0 run. And they beat the Baldwin Bulldogs for the second time this year. They'll improve to 18-0 on the season. Baldwin drops to 15-3. We'll step aside here, come back, get Bryce's final thoughts on the game, and wrap this thing up. A tough loss for Baldwin. They lose this game by 8. We'll be back to crown our player of the game after this.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Welcome back here to Baldwin. A tough loss for the Bulldogs as they end up dropping this game 47-39. They drop to 15-3 on the year. Ottawa 18-0 now. It's time now to crown our player of the game, brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services. A couple of Bulldogs had some good games here tonight, but we're going to give it to Cooper Carr. Finished with 15 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and couple steals as well. Went 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And what were kind of your thoughts on Cooper's performance tonight? He really lit up the crowd, I should say, on that and one there.
Yeah, I mean, he was the reason they were able to. He was the biggest reason they were able to grab a hold of that lead and looked like they were going to take a stranglehold on that game late third quarter into the start of that fourth quarter. But unfortunately, the turnover bug hit not only Cooper but the whole team there in that fourth quarter. And there's a reason that Ottawa's an undefeated number 1 ranked team in the state.
Doubt.
I mean, they're a good team, and you give them a little bit of a window, and they're going to run with it. And that's what they did in that fourth quarter. But no, I thought Cooper, like all the Bulldogs, they played really well for all of about 5 minutes of this game, and unfortunately that last 5 minutes is when things started to snowball away from them. So it's a tough one for the Bulldogs tonight to get the L here in this one, but that's a good ball squad on the other side of it tonight.
Yeah, 100%. And perhaps a game you can learn from moving forward here as you try to get into March and play some important basketball in that month. Ottawa finishes on a 14-0 run, and they win this game by 8. Our player of the game is brought to us by Farm Bureau Financial Services, insurance and investments, wealth management, and financial planning. Farm Bureau Financial Services is there to help you prepare for the unexpected and protect your future. Call today and set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. So let me run down the final numbers real quick, and then we'll wrap this thing up and get out of here. First, we'll start with Ottawa. Carter Hepner hit 1 3. He had 7 points tonight. Hayden Hull had 2 points, both from the free throw line. Jace Morning hit a 3. He had a dozen points. Cole McGrath hit 2 triples. He finishes with 10 points. Caden Turner hit 1 3. He finishes with 5 points. And Caleb Hepner also hit a 3 for his 3 points. Aiden McCullough ends up with 8 points, and altogether Ottawa turns it over 11 times as a team. They go 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and they knock down 6 3-pointers, and that was another big factor here tonight as opposed to just one made 3 for Baldwin, and that was made by Gus Boyle. He had 3 points, a rebound, and an assist tonight. Cooper Carr finishes with 15 points, 6 rebounds. Ethan Smozzle, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Leo Schoenberger had a great game as well. A dozen points for him, 5 rebounds. Colton Collum rounds things out with 7 points and 6 rebounds. But the big story here tonight, Baldwin turned it over 15 times as a team and went 8 of 11 from the free throw line and knocked down just 1 3-pointer. So,
of those 15 turnovers, too, how many of those were in the fourth quarter? Probably,
man, I would say at least
40% of them.
Yeah, 5-6 of them at least.
So that was that's tough. Like I said, you give us a slight window. It's like that. That's the whole the blood in the water situation there. And as soon as Ottawa sensed that, they took advantage, and it just kind of snowballed on Baldwin in that fourth quarter. So that's a tough way to have this one go.
Oh, big time. I mentioned that big and one that Cooper had. He made the free throw, made it 35-27 at that point. They went into the end of the third quarter with a 5-point lead, and then it all kind of unraveled in that fourth quarter. Ottawa ended the game on a 14-0 run, and they win this game by 8. They improve to 18-0 on the year, and Baldwin drops to 15-3. But overall, it was a really fun night. Good back-and-forth game, and a lot of fun. Really lived up to the hype this game, and I think a packed crowd here at the Doghouse had a lot of fun, and hope you did as well watching us here on Baldwin Sports Live. So I'll pop up our upcoming broadcast schedule right before we get out of here. And one last time here, Baldwin going to Tonganoxie on Monday. They'll take on the Chieftains, try to bounce back with a win in that one. That'll be another doubleheader. And then on Friday, the regular season ends a week from tonight as Baldwin will take on the Bonner Springs Braves. So for my broadcast partner, Bryce Kessler, it was fun getting back together, doing another game with you.
Good to be on with you again.
Absolutely. It was a fun night, even though Baldwin couldn't finish it on a good note. An 8-point loss for the boys here. Hope everybody has a fantastic evening, and we'll see you on Monday in Tonganoxie. Good night, everyone.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat. Don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.